Wednesday, the 14th of August 2024, approximately 4 minutes gone past 1600 hours British Summer Time. We live once again on Aqua24 Radio, Abrabapa Radio, Aqua24 Radio GH on Facebook, Aqua24 Radio Stroke TV, YouTube, Aqua24 Radio with another edition of Bamaso. This is where discerning Ghanaians with discerning thoughts. We come with a very simple objective, and that is to figure out what we need to do, no matter the size, in order to contribute to the development of our dear nation, Ghana. Around here, we have come to that understanding that we are the very Ghana that we talk about every now and then. And if we are the very Ghana that we talk about every now and then it is imperative upon us to be able to do the needful to give us the very beautiful Ghana we want. As simple as that. So the very moment we step on this very platform, we come knowing ourselves as Ghanaians. Of course, as I've always been saying, we will definitely be coming from a certain corner within Ghana. We will certainly belong to another group or another identity other than Ghana. That is to say, there will always be subsets within the set. So it is not wrong for you to belong to a set other than you being a Ghanaian. However, whichever set that you belong to or whichever group that you belong to, you have to come to that understanding that it's a part of the whole, and as any part of the whole, you have to work to make sure the whole is working in strength. The whole is in full vigor. That is your role as a part of the role of the whole. Yes, your role as a part of the whole. So yes, you may belong to party A, party B, you may belong to this tribe or that tribe. Your duty is simply to make sure whatever that you are doing in that capacity is geared towards making the whole a very beautiful one. So what would make it wrong for you to belong to a smaller group is the fact that you are unable to use that group as a vehicle, as a channel, as a contributing factor to make Ghana a very beautiful place. As simple as that. So yesterday we were talking about we being critical of our own. Yes, we being critical of our own. Very, very, very important, because many a time we are so critical of others, and the effort we use to become so critical of others, even half of that effort is not used on our own, and that is not fostering development at all. So yesterday we were talking about we being critical of our own. So yes, you may belong to a group, you may belong to another set within the whole. To what extent are you being very critical of that set that you belong to? To what extent are you being so critical of the party that you are even a sympathizer to? That's how they call themselves, isn't it? To what extent are you being critical of your immediate environment? To what extent are you doing that? And that is why we will continue with the issue of we being critical of our own. Yes, we will certainly continue, because we have also come to that understanding that when we change the way, or when we change okay, let's put it this way. When we change the way we look at things, the things that we look at also change. They have always been telling us this. But hey, not many of us have been putting it to use. So when we change our consciousness towards whatever that we are looking at, what we are looking at also changes. It works like magic. It works like magic. So yes, we are here as Ghanaians to work on ourselves as Ghanaians to become better versions of ourselves. Better versions of ourselves spiritually, better versions of ourselves socially, better versions of ourselves psychologically, better versions of ourselves physically, and of course, better versions of ourselves financially. That is what brings us here. So yes, wherever we belong to, wherever that we stand, our duty is to figure out how we fit in a whole. That is the bottom line. So to this effect, I would humbly welcome you once again to Bamaso. And she asked me, the emu dona, the emu pipa and comma, baby, I will take be as I'm pensue. We're feeding either A24 radio, Abrabapa radio, and A24 radio. GH. Say, Facebook, and so dia A24 radio stroke TV, YouTube, A24 TV, and at Twitter. Nancy the friend X at A24 radio. And they say, Yaba, but what I heard quite a bit me afa. Na my Ghana afa nentumapa efra. Eti efri sampen pensu ya copy me say the jumedi na baba wie no. My Ghana ntiu ana yaba. Ya beto ato adwene. Ai. Na yehu dia wo so yeyo. Esanse ya ne Ghana no. Na my Ghana no etumi efa nentumapa efra. Eye adwuma edin ne munsu ede. Esanse se wa ankasa diagnose ho na yo ho aduro no enye bete sa enye bete enye bete I mean say ekoba se obi na eyo ho aduro kra na I mean sometimes enyu so nye bete because or say wa ankasa o subject ho to the need to be worked on enye bete sa enye bete sa nemom se utumi eyo eboa ama bibia etumi ekonanim enti yaba enne se Ghana for yaba beto ato adwene ne ahwede ya wo se yensu etumi yo na oman no efa ne ntumapa efra eneda ehyiase ebo nkomo on yema yeni akoya ankasa yediemu na ya hwese enema dedane kwamu enema girigina na kwamu kama no it is said here one kasa wumia ukru no so wow they just imagine say one kasa wumia ukru say one kasa wumia ukru na say wa ma wani anya den ana say wa anya wadwen say when sipi na when sita yan kan say when sipi na when sita wumia ukru na yo ya no mun se wa twon se firi ho wo beka se ush na wa yunsa sa na tie enti ya na yepe dan de nyina se ye bi mia nkrofo kuru ama wo mo se ye bi mia anka se ekuru wa me kan se wa je atum se kuru da ho na wa fansu hie wo de nchina gunsu nim nsu ne hye pa wo de nchina gum ane bi kura wo sa nso de eduro bi kura sa so asum ama emu aye yakakra na wa ankasa ode aye asawai abokuru abonsu hienim na ode tu kuro no so se wa wo ya you know how it feels se wa ankasa wu mia ukura se akoba se wa ankasa wu mia ukura you know how that feels enti ode to no gun se na se ase wo twon sakakra wo twon sa na tie ne e show kra de anhwe a obeto asawa no kra asa so atwene aka ho sa na tie se wa wo yo ho adura edin na emom se de e wo se wa ankasa wo mia ukuro no se wa mia una no twa na ebeti ato atwene right ebeti ato atwene na esan se wa ankasa wu mia ukura yenti no ya na yapese mia nkrofo ukuru ma wo mo na yeja yekuru no eto ho no right na se wu mia obi kuro na ukuro da hono se koba se obi bi mia ukuro kura na na eno so akoye anda obi umia obi de no so obi mia wo de amawa sometimes no enye better say there's that human part of us ye be pese ye be yi obi ho eto ye be yi ono no to na akata ye to ho that's human part of us we would love to do that. Nti umia obi kuro no nanka wo re onyanka wo pese wo kata wo kuro so saa na ndodo na ya tayo nti hunu se umia obi kuro right sometimes umia obi kuro say the nura kwabena kan no say when some people become very critical of you anka ditum in wholeheartedness so ne hu the areas enuanum bi ehunu say your areas of development na ye ho adwuma na se wo ye ho adwuma saa ememo akọ wanim enka efe se de mpanyimfo kra aka na se de wo twasa no nka wonim se na chi achia nanso ye mu dudu na se de ya yesi eme ni konkrofo enwuma a wo mo ye ho no ye ni kra nkoye de ho ketua bi kra na yahwe ye de se de sitie ami hu ano wakata ukro no so no wonim se kro no ye debe eda ho right nim eti enenda ne ye bonkomo se debe ya ankasa ye be very critical of our own ye be hwe ya ankasa ye die mu nso yie se de be ya ye hwe ya ankasa ye die mu yie no ne ye ka boma na collectively ne ye ho ye yende asem ni nyina eno no enti se otie ni se de na tena Dr. Ebenezer Mofaboatin na asarabedi ako me se ne papa yenti na enketia of blessed memory why establishing immortality through sacrifice through service intina dan de nyina ye boni din no sauti ni said the America for Sam Safo Nati Bongo Dr. Ajingo Prince de Bombardier Adolfo Akenyina Dr. Otina among the rest etieni ya let's say Papa Smiley America fu nyina mechiamo ai na yaba United Kingdom dia Abbey ene Chairman na na sika Adolfo wo United Kingdom nyina munso nche ni mwe why munso nche ni nya yenko Spain ofa body ene be ma benewa be ma benewa ese be ma benewa no na adwin se enye de o Bible nim nyina no de be adwuma da bi opede o yutusu de o de adwuma because se be ma benewa minim so ye elder e wo Pentecost asori mu na elder mu apa na nrawa osisi obi twa asuma second kura mpa ho be hwe na sumbi no de metese se be ma benewa ye Yesu na ye be chine na o Peter etwa soja ni ba ko aso anya de o de beta ho da David be ma benewa o de ja some see be processing na ye busano de ne de na wo sua free you see minimum Dr. Jingo ho ani nsua no Peter na say Paul na say Jesus ni nsua no who is who ti be musa be ma benewa ni role model o Bible mu so eja ono o pe Bible yi de e busa no ni role model o Bible mu na ye busa no what are the principles are the role model na we identify our Bible no e use here na so ono so use sa principles na to what extent is his life going to change me abenewa me was super me was so the na say pen and pewasem me say you also dive into your better version as soon as possible but the most important thing and say me was no say me was 20% I was me bamodi anzo me anka sam so be 60% too right that is the essence, that is the beauty of what we do here. Yo na yenchia Finland of way bibi me show say na bibi beba or they turn into God's word jumedi ebe brain one obosomfo de oba na wa mo alankojo kirematin hu dewura na tese obosomfo ama esa da na obosomfo kufia ni paycheck ma debi ye mo obosomfo mark into obosomfo nya banko ade a wo bebo alankojo kirematin hu dewura pa He believes, and I think he believes. Now he knows. He believes Alan is the answer to our problems. That is why our company vigorously for Ora Alan Kojo Chemate. No, no, Abnaicha, I also United States, one also Sano Nusujidi, Sansuna Monaco, one also France, one Sujidi, and Fasamna and Yanomi and Sawi, or Mokabumwa and Yasam Ketwa. When they are to mount a platform, I bet you. Hobe butu Nasam Ketwa. Yo, enti Amazon fo, meden chakese ana mede ema wo. Na Machia Finland for wie no was it Egremont Germany for yes yencha omunyina encha na akanyi nara yenka mum of akwame of chumbarima o wa na cham yenka de aka nyina mum yenka mum na yemfa nchia ne nyina mum ema obi bia ote ani sampempensu se wuti ne samre ya se obi tie ne china say 20 years down the line, say 150 years down the line. Now, we've gone and come back in another form. Nothing I would see crana. So, also genchi and be what? Also genchi and be. Medini, Papa Smiley, you may dear which I may. Na ansana, ya beba. Then the questions and answers. Ya bon komoka crano. Yankuti, and yumba comre. They said, Yamuna Kani and any yajuma, right? Muna Kani and any yajuma or say, Omayanyune home, Intino Yaba Junior home, right? Yaba Junior home. Eti a new senior bar. Bamaso certainly continues.
Easy from your Kwame Dakwa, a poor father, dear fan. And the word Chania joined you up with some. The day Mamiana made a and your mammy to me. Ayagayo, no Russian. Meaning, sir, or Brian boy, say, I walk. You go moving to the Bia, may you remain home. Urium for about a bone to me, family, cobo and cow. Na minimanu yenti, the Biara me grammy cora. Media meaning, say, what Brian boy, say, I walk quick. Na young mobi, the Bia me dreaming way. I've been a chamber, bone to me, family, cobo, cow, Debbie. Na minimanu yenti, the Biara me grammy cora. Kaka wa misuntina mi penetrinam. Tale watena mi shenti mi pemriketu. Damina muama yedi my sorry in my head. Miti bongo ntina medantem. Front to magunti mi die piprabro. Mina muama yedi kwa me dreamy way. Elephant you, elephant me. Esso no one, esso me. Say wasuma joa. Very mama mi mi who. Different you, different me. Head as on the woundness to me. So when you want to see her, very mama, missing a mamma. Elephant you, elephant me. As on the woundness to me. Say what's so much you are. Very mama, me. Nanchia, or Peprene, who call Argentina, no. San and she, no, Babana, your friend, no, con be. The answer. What's the idea? My one inside, quake. The Brian boy won't go when you will be near. I can see it. A so coco, Quabayama, and Pepri won't go to my Pemricat, you'll be a dear, no. Yana has so been Sophie. A so coco, Quabayama, men Pepri won't go to my Pemricat, back on the bread, been Sumetro. She's an elephant, you, elephant me. So no one else no me. Say what's so much you are. Very mama me who. Maybe pray me hunta. Maybe pray me who go to my family. Can no bread me sumetro. Maybe pray me hunta. Me rushing go to my family. Can no bread. Video one is a Jonya would Penny Peppa, I may be a kind who say we know me, we penny in the Wajuma, we read Kumani or Bawa, no. One in a penny no Jaiwa, I bet you, Kumano bet was swako, make stress. Say what the Wajuma Samudi Agura, last say what you may free one, sir. Obawa one our friend you know. Obeja wo hako apempe fise mambe ya. Enutida masha me honde. Free so braina famo na she's enough famo kwekwe. Meaning say what braye boy ti say awo. Na yangu mobi ti debia me yimi wo ye. You about Ubuntu, me for me who bonka wa debi. Na mini manu yenti debi ara mi kra me kura. Rane warabo, me pipri mi wo. Me kono pre, me suedro. Me pipri me hota, me rushing go to my pemri kata ni me kono pre. Me de wo ma me sabeko. Elephant you, elephant me. And I say no one, there's no me. Say, pass my do, mama, yeah. Hear me now. You're not in competition with anybody. Run your race at your own pace. Because direction is better than speed.
Say a bay also, in your just so much so cunning, Yapasabi, Omina, Eddie and Ramuta, my innocence, water to say, Omano Saviano, Ayaseta, Omafo, Brian, Omano Saviano, Ayaseta.
Say Oman sebe you senior you or mindful ebra noa and a betre nunti ana ya PM waha ene day and so say yeba na ya betwato adwene ya hwe ye wose yo na Oman efa entuma pano efra Monarch Monarch da kwa young MDY mse onyum to for back what the ono the MDG ana MDK mun fanche why mo amoye ne fan no MDK ana we MDY so say Monarch da kwa young obi busa say na Monarch obetimi ato live band na minim bia Monarch obi o contract bi the man for live band enti brane bi ya no say eba say live banda ubetimi ato ana na live banda onko awonwum na ntimi to ana say utimi eto amanfo de akakra ka ho so na ma wa versatile on tiase that's right enti o say ma menwene me ho ai elephant me chese esono wo ana esono me enti say onya obangulu bi na utimu a abrabo a process. It's not an event, a process. Enti wenya ubangulu bi na utimu sa mpempen so ya ode to wase ma nyene kakra we amokum ho so na kakra yemre no so a enso yebetimi afri amokum speaking of amokum no me kai pa mse wona enim de no nim se munim Ejako Ejako Amukum boy, right? I remember very well, even as of now. He walk to a bia na Ejako be transfer we are. Until transfer no fadjun no muna Ejako na dwen say yeah. Atamu kumacha kakra ntino of man keteso straight away. Koboy dwa e won kan ene Ejako wa ye hunu ene. So it's all about what? A process. The process called life. Nkakra eno na muna akeka bom ana ode ayenwum de amaye enwum no nsam gum sede akwasi Yesu ebe kan ba ko e kire ye no se be ma bia no wo yire no mienu se uni mienu nso a de tie bia wo ba ko kane so so wa ware a ene wo yire no mienu sede muna e kire mu maye no o yire odi kan ye wadwuma ana de otoso mienu ye oba na woni ne tifie no so so wo guess kan ho dia tisana na sika dia na chese ne o dia do so pa wo yire no mienu na wo guess be se 5 kra kan ho dia na chese ne wo asem kese bo no papa na wo yire pani no ye wadwuma no sede muna kichichiri mi se wan hwe no na entima nyina na so anko nanim ama bibia anya fan wa ka nyina bejao wa ka nyina bejao well to a greater extent no nyesa and obetima ka say stood away o yira woni no wo honom no obejao de ba e bi ba ma trouble pa so until say you convert the troubles that they give you no into another form of energy for you to look for another job another job enti munak etufo right otufo papa enyum eda fom boko emu ode se ekwanda ho na unya bottles mienu bi ede sinchen na utia ebe ko kama papa kama nice music pa yo munak thank you once again. I was listening to Bema Benewa nkoma woni ebo nra na o ka se niema mienu ana ohunu se eye din ma no pa wo ni wiase a wo we eye adepam ene enwum to na adepam no chechiri mu se the material na beto honum na telani na susu ene wo susu ti susu ne wo kon onsa susu ba bia na otwitwa na kama yes wo pam bibia keko so nse wo hwe de ehye misisi ya African wear ya pam ni Ghana fie kama so se bibia da ejid na so fine right ebu wo honum a just designs kura wo inside and designs kitwa right enti obesha oda eni anum telephone so de no de ya no mo ya de pa o mo sha oda o pa ya ma 2 days emenda so se tell ni sha oda no asha da busa ne se wo ye sure pa se sada no umra o de o kan so o de o de very certain so o man who flexibility kakra we should be obeka so woni ene the next day and I said the following day no aba na say o ko sada na there's a likelihood say bia onsa nya debe onsa enka ne omoyade pa omoyade that is to say so pe wade ntem a for ade no so contem so na onsa kan ntem nti dan me duru ho na wakọ so okoje atare onko ubu okra ono no sans wo genitalia di nti nya ade a obesusu kura ansa na we free shop hono right ene mitela Masa Kofi o Ghana Masa Kofi wo heavy tailor papa hey Masa Kofi cha Masa Kofi bo adwuma ye ai se ode unya de material no ode material no koma Masa Kofi o you know hodada measurement no ho no na unya de manu dia Masa Kofi ode manu idea of design no star na open Masa Kofi be born neat kama area ma say dem kind no Masa Kofi show da I was say we had one day and I say 2 days be ka ho and then am say more or less no occupational attribute to be of tailor for enti Masa Kofi show na o dey for one day and 2 days be ka ho Masa Kofi nti right but okọ na Masa Kofi de atare no ma wo na ba fie ontusu wo de bra fie bi wo kra he mekoje ewo ne shop minsusu wo Ghana mpo ba da me pese me hye no an mayi no ma hye because me nim say oh wa boy adwuma no neat wa ye no kama e de ama me se tilafo wo mo boy adwuma pa eno ana eye be ma bene wa se se de wo mo ye adwuma no ya na shoko no eno nti sa adwuma no de nya de obetumi aye ai obi amon nsem matela for wate obi amon nsem matela for omo bomodin papa masa kufika ho sa nso na anyumtufo te se eye enra be ma bene wa enso ede onia ba akon amenhwe se mano na ni nyina ne sei sa de pamu se anyumtuo what have you ni nyina ene se it all boils down to creativity. Na mekai onyumtini ba ko George Jara David Rexoma yes Rexoma nyum ba ko bi obeba o ase or say creativity is only respected or honored in civilized societies. Creativity is honored in civilized societies. So say, and the very ones who seem to use a lot of creativity in their line of duty, call societies that are not well evolved, they are not respected. They are not so much respected in such societies. But when you get into civilized societies, creativity is well respected. And he say, okay. My Ghana mua they have taken matters into their own hands and then they are looking after themselves. When it comes to musicians in our country, they have some serious challenges as to how they keep up, all because creativity is hardly respected. And Crawford back one. Almost answer very creative pa DJ for you see say alcohol party biase na na DJ no ojinwum ne tum na say ehwa bibia ko kama na wani ageme boa ai but yenuanom Ghana for dodo na say oh DJ oh boboa ne yetete so because within the settings of Ghanaians, creativity is not respected. As all console na ko bono troka no nebuofu ontua ye na mau energy and mau motivation na fa boy adwuma na man na nso de ontua na otete so right. And yes, creativity is respected in civilized societies. Etimene be ma bene wa ya adwene when it comes to the issue of Atela for and anyumtufo, they are creative beings. They are very creative. And Abrantia a friend of Kimpaluta anyumfu frabe. Was it Makoma? Oh yeah, okay, can see me she the honum so. Papa be a mania. And him say Bochama on asma account honum so. Anna Ufurampon Sansu or Nyumba Kubi. Otutu sa uduru baby I say asha obi aniwa na no kan sim omo ye cream for pa omo musu omo creativity no omo ye cream pa eye rakia so kutie sa anwum no so otimi kan asem a o ka share ho no mu a mfa me wa chede sonko edema right edi yes anwum to for ani tailor for wo mo bomodin papa they are very creative beings. They use their creativity to a very greater extent. And yebeda Monarch, I say, for giving us some wonderful tunes. Near the Kwame Lucky, yebeda ono so ase. So Kwame Lucky the ono crowd na bom enkomo ewo kasafidie some time ago. As to how it all started, right? Menini kushia ewo dwumadie bi ewo Nottingham. Oh, what about Rocco Hopper? Kwame Lucky, oyade pa. Yo, enti yetie Kwame Monarch wi de yenkutie Kwame Lucky kitu abi mra, right? Na ye ba Yaba. We are still on being critical of our own. Being critical of our own. Yaba. Yaba to uncommon so abe aba. Aba. Ana board chairman and so abete joint. Sure say board chairman that who share ne glasses no. To say me the name ani be tum kakra, right? Sure say the glasses not to say me the name ani no be tum. No me anche ho no the akasa. It's quite interesting. Oh, say board chairman nya sa glasses no the buy no yenti sa feedback bio. Interesting, isn't it? Interesting. Life is forever evolving. Life is always on the precipice of its best self yet. Inti board chairman share glasses no na yebaba osisi ani entie Kwame Lucky ne nyumba ko so ne bratufo ere ene toye yeba yebabo nkomo. Yes, this one was from Kwame Lucky on Holland, Amsterdam, and Kwame Lucky ewo on me yonko Kingsley ehun kani ana otie say oba na wode ne voice ne na ma chire sa no say utie no na wonnim say Kwame Lucky na boy ya be sure say edin baba otrim say best abranti we in the boy and as abranti we in the boy. So yeah, anyum to fui one way or the other. They pick something from themselves here and there on the identity. But we are Kwame Lucky, Kwame Lucky, or Dobeba, Anna Moti. You, young Kwa Humanis, when I say, board chairman, I ready. So, Casadia, Yama board chairman, and Casacra, and just to let you know, 6 o'clock, Yapon. That is an hour and 15 minutes time. Yapon. Yes, an hour and 15 minutes time. Na Yapon. Nti so ope so kabia obantem na onya biaka na afi Yapon fefefe kama. Nti board chairman say woteme nka dia na I ready nko adia wa show glasses na bama so. Board chairman jamonya share you. Okay. All right. Let's see. Say board chairman enya share dia yenko Abi eswe na Abi emo yenko makakra. Abi bama so. Abi oh. Oh. Abi. Ana
Papa Smiley.
I know say you there, you know the shada the miss like
No,
watching.
I came in when I came in we're talking about creativity.
Oh yeah. That was just by the way say I was just talking about Ensembia Bema Benewa Ekaninra, right? Say enyuma mienu na ose tailor for ne oma etonwum na ono obusa nkrofo no pa, right? He respects them a lot. Enti naja me de bo mi tailor ni abaso na mabo Munake ne Kwame Lucky enso abaso for their creativity. They put together in giving us some wonderful tunes as we listen to. So enyuma twagu ye say man can't you say Kwame Lucky the boy and Kabaka Samana boy.
I don't know. I didn't really.
Went in you. Okay.
Listening to them.
Natibongo ba mebusa me sure so or bekai. On your obehu din biabo, right? Obehu din biabo. Yo, na Abi, ene Wednesday. Right? In fact, I had to listen to Enra Jumediene once again. We being critical of our own. Truly speaking. So, if you want to advance in constant personal development, you need to be critical of your own, whatever the case may be. So, na me can say, one kasa oye critical of your own. It is said ye umia one kasa ukru. Why be that?
Yeah, of course. Why not?
How was it? Ikru abeto huna one kasa umia. How was it?
Well, but this happened when we were young. But sometimes you don't want your parents to get involved because the way they will handle you. The way they will handle you. Because my grandmom, when you go and hurt yourself, let's say you go and play football, you hurt yourself, sometimes they used to have some medication called iodine.
Yes, iodine. Yes, that's right.
Hey, that thing will hurt you more than the injury you've had. She will administer the iodine, and when you are crying, she will say something in Ghana. Walk home. I think the tree equivalent is Ochinabium. You understand? Tomorrow to go and do it. Yeah. So yeah, it's painful. But some of them too, when it matured and reaches some point, you just like to it when there's pus in it. Sometimes you want to squeeze it and see the pus. Especially if it does not touch something serious. It's all part of the growing up process.
That's right.
Papa Smiley, just following up from what you said, from the last thing you made about creativity and so on, and just opposing that to criticizing ourselves. And I started entertaining this question from Sunday. We used to have some Ghana program on Sunday. And Papa Smiley, to be self-critical, I keep asking ourselves, myself, and to all of us, Papa Smiley, why is it that when we want to promote ourselves, why is it that when we want to promote ourselves, all what we promote is only culture, drumming and dancing or music? Why do we only do that? You understand? Because the reason why I ask this question is, I heard it, I don't know how truthful it is, that the just ended Olympics, the French, I think the organizing committee authorities invited the Ghana chief for the closing ceremony. And he declined the offer on the basis that this weekend, the past weekend, was the Ghana Homo Festival. So it coincided with the festival, and he preferred celebrating the festival to going to do this closing ceremony. So what I asked them is that, why is it that when they want to invite any African, and just opposing that to what Asante Yeni came to do recently, to come and celebrate the Akwesida Festival here, it's like people will say he's promoting Asante culture or Ghana culture. Do you understand? Very colorful, drumming and dancing, noisy, that sort of thing. And Papa Smiley, I was worried. I didn't appreciate anything about these two instances I'm telling you about. That our concentration is only on drumming and dancing, culture. I found it very worrying. So are we only made just to be entertaining people? And you confirm it. Our creativity is, of course, except the tailoring bit, which is quite superb. Biniwa made a good reference, because when we were growing up, you can find the best tailors around Adabraka, Damoti and the rest. You can't even pay them when they sew you trousers, But now they are all not there. They don't do it anymore. Do you understand? But then, and we could have escalated this thing into a more, an industry. I read recently John Lewis. I think John Lewis or one of these. Marks and Spencer. Marks and Spencer has, adopted tailoring as part of the services they are going to promote, which is good. It's going to, give tailors some sort of work and so on. You understand? So why I find it very difficult to understand why our only promotion is about drumming and dancing. We like to dance, we like to multicultural, colorful things. That is all. After that is it. Why? So that is a self-criticism I used to give. Why? We are only concerned. Oyibo is not calling us out. We are making an effort, or calling maybe this man who is making cars, come and display some of our cars here. Or they don't do that. And we are also happy with that. Why? So that is food for thought.
That's food for thought. Anyway, I'm say wakano. Culture involves a lot, so it's not just the things that we put across during festivals and what have you. Culture involves a lot. It involves everything that we do. It involves our food, so the entire they are all part of our culture, right? And we may you may have focused on that part to say, okay, say when it comes to cultural celebrations now, we seem to promote that a lot, but that nonetheless, say what can I say, a food for thought to say other parts of our culture, and so we should look at and promote and also be why, right?
Yeah, but that is the only aspect we are recognized internationally for, because and that is the only thing we are promoting.
Say it's I think say it's because say that is what we perhaps put across more often. So we put across more often. But I'm say share say for time na ye almost share African Wear Fridays in the Mebwa or Ghana. Right. That time no we one way or the other you can say na we were trying to put another part of our culture also in the international domain. Sometimes you see your cousins a culture when we go for such international we prefer to be so fluent in the language of others than to be fluent in our own. And then said Chinese for no one the TBA no na omapubi na why translation edia more woman perhaps perceive account obroni the animal who say ya ben so
yeah, but Baswale, this last sentence you put in. You see, Kwabena is fond of saying these things that, some of us, if Oyibo doesn't move, we don't move. Everything Oyibo does. Look, Papa Smiley, the Greeks, the Greeks learned mathematics from the Egyptians. Do you know that?
Oh, I see. Carry on.
Yes. Yeah, they learned mathematics from the Egyptians. The Japanese learned productivity or quality from the Americans. Do you understand? And they have overtaken them. Do you understand? The Chinese did the same there. So when you create a superior culture, people will tend to follow or learn from you. We have slept, we have relaxed. So that is why it's like these people have overtaken us by their culture or whatever they are doing. That is why when we should develop or we leapfrog them or we overtake them, generations will not be embracing their culture. You understand? So that is what people should get from it. It's not because we feel Igbo. No. People from history, people have learned from other cultures and leapfrogged them, they've overtaken them.
That's right.
You understand?
You have a point.
When they started making cars, when they started making cars, people were laughing of them, people from the West. Until they imitated. We talk of Demings, we talk of Feigenbaum. These people went to Japan to train them, and they built upon it. The whole world, the Toyota manufacturing system is the best in the whole world. Do you understand? That is what started this continuous improvement revolution and so on. They were even able to overtake the Germans.
All right.
You understand? So we can also learn from it and overtake them, but we are not making the effort.
Okay. All right. So I'm saying we'll say best practices. So
exactly.
And we pick and then we also add up. On say the interesting part of it, and they say sometimes you don't as a onye wholesale picking, right?
Yeah.
You don't do wholesale picking. I understand and say cars na abeba no almost se pa.
Yeah.
But enye pepepe, right? Enti ohwe there will be aye no ahwe there na metimi dia ka ho ana metimi aye free mu a it can be my own. So enti
yeah, but Paswale, when you take it on that level, me I that is what Oyibo, I mean that's the international community does. Standardization is good. Do you understand? But you want to make it better. Well, so that is why you see when iPhone, Apple, previously Apple products weren't compatible with other products.
Yeah.
But they felt that there is a need for standardization. So that if you buy a charger, you understand? If you buy that C3 charger or something,
Type-C,
you should be able to use it for Apple, for Samsung, and so on. Do you understand? So standardization is good. But once the standardization happens, you have to improve it.
Of course.
That is why we have what we call reverse engineering. But personally, look, these people, they can buy a whole car. Yeah? They can buy a whole car and dismantle the car. Do you understand? Dismantle, we call it value engineering, actually, or reverse engineering. You buy the whole car, dismantle the whole car, and look at how it was made, the parts. And the reason why you do that is if the part is heavier, you want to make it lighter. Do you understand? If it is, it will conform to the same standards, but you want to improve upon it. But we don't do anything. So that is why some of us feel like if we are not embracing best practice, some of us will drum that best practice thing to everybody's ear till we get it. I'm not the only one doing it. A lot of Ghanaians are doing it.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
You understand? The conscientious Ghanaians are saying that, come on, the best practices are there. Why can't we even embrace it and even make it better?
Abi.
Because the status quo has not helped us.
And brand new sir. You monitor kakra. One other thing, you can't creativity and what's in me. Say sekai said you no sekai you can use it to kill and you can use it to save life as well. Na say minim se wahu that is a recent one, but previous ones have always been there, and they seem to be improving every now and then. So when you belong to, and I say, oh yeah, you maybe na say uwa omo ya adaka no omo ye wa adaka no to say something to signify adwuma na wo ye. So enti could acquire recent one me hu ye me sure say oba no na bia onu aduane ton ana say o metron ana say enti no they ne coffin na ye da sen kese pa, right?
You are going to Mr. Chum's territory.
Now I've seen a few ones ebu ohonum a oye footballer na said you mbesi adeda funu no edna si ho kra no eye exceptional. Ebu ohonum a oye mechanic said you mbesi aye no obu ohonum a no si dan said you mbesi efunu o mede dan no ebu ohon mede da funu in a particular way na omo asanswa ya adaka in a particular way. Now when you look at this now, straight away no, it tells you say creativity is at work, right? Creativity is at work. However, yes, intesu nkwa nante so enti eye nanka sa creativity yetimi edeniema bi kakra bi eka ho a enka we too would have been able to build something because it's the same energy na ye de aye sa efuna da ka chense na sa niema no we needed some little additions be we could also be building something enko yes sa efuna da ka nko ana sa niema na eho na ye de creativity no de be eko na me kai emra na ye school no we had certain subjects one way or the other na boy ema yetimi build upon your creativity. In this essence no, when we are able to think beyond just using your creativity to build some of these things, now yetimi say okay, in what other ways can we use our creativity? I think say abe yanzu ye betima boydin say yanzu ye build nyama kakra na.
Yeah, Baba Smiley, you raised a very important issue. Baba Smiley, the trend of what you describe, I see it as negative or backwardness. If you look at the level they've taken it, do you understand? Maybe if it is one-off or something, that is fine. But there are instances where they say the person runs a chop bar, then the person dies, then they are eating food with the corpse. Come on, Papa Smiley. What sort of reasoning or what sort of thinking is this? You are right. Instead of us channeling this creativity into something functional for the living, rather we are going backwards. We are retrogressing. Do you understand? And I think this is a phenomenon that if our political system is working or if Ghana is functioning, this should have been redirected or channeled into something else by way of regulation, but Ghana's case is like free for all. You understand? By way of this one is a civic issue where maybe the NCC or something should be educating people on and so on. The energies or the creativities of these people, fine, but we need to rechannel it into something positive.
On say, Abe, the rechanneling bit na hona assembly one, because if we had say an avenue bia, Nidiane say, or people with such creativity nanka yehu sa na mana wa wo yes ade no nanka bia ya ma task bi say design something to this effect so the identity no so we give you a challenge my project be this is what we want to do we've seen say you be a more you funa that for no mo you very creative okay this is what we want to do mo use side mo creativity na mo find design bibi so if we had the body to look out for some of these things I think say we would have gone very far. What do you want to say?
Yeah, but that is how it should be. We have that ministry that Akufo-Addo put his daughter on. What is the ministry of what? Some art and culture or something.
Whatever the case may be,
Yeah, Papa Smiley, you see, this part of the world, Oyibo has parks. Most of these parks, they have statues and so on it. This is what this type of creativity could be channeled into. Do you understand? But Papa Smiley, we don't have parks in our part of the world. We don't have any statues. This is not in the psyche of the people. The places we could even have these parks and have these statues there. Let's say the lady you said is a fufu seller or choba seller. Maybe the area she lives, they've mounted one big statue in her honor. If you go there, so maybe this woman used to be here, she does that, and then a nice statue there. It could even attract tourists or something. But this one, they will do the casket and go and bury it in the ground. So what is the point? Papa Smiley, politics or leadership is not about what we are seeing now. Akufo-Addo alone walking around displaying, making his like a killer champion or something. This is not a thing. But hey, they have people following them, people praising them. Do you understand? People we thought should know better. Gabi is saying Akufo-Addo has improved the health sector. And I was reading to see the reason why he said that. He said about 60% of the hospitals are complete. But what would I do with 60% completion? What will 60% completion of hospitals do for me?
And I said, yeah, or you know, we say when 100 are you about no about 40 home. Abi, yeah, fan to one of na, young Quan Yanon for Frosso. What's it? Na one other thing be an anchor me say o kaka kra wo ho you see enra we being critical of ourselves no so asemi baya kwabna ebo so say em say wo baya no so waka bia say na kwabna kire say abrofo no omo controlling dictating for us so enti bia social social your friend say something to support people in a category, in a social category, because na omo ye wa ha say but o me culture say o de o ntumi nye na me busa akwabna say see e de na ma ho kwan kra for them to be controlling said the all can no all can simply say we don't want what we have, right? And I say we don't like what we want. Now I mean I know say enye complete. So as I'm now kind as to why some people become controlling or some people are able to dictate for us. Enye entirely the complete answer. But can it just a word or two. A dear nama ho kwan ama a dear nama ho kwan ama the Western world or the international bodies no to be able to dictate to us. Just a sentence or two.
That is how it goes. Those who control the past, those who control the past will still want to control the present. Do you understand? Because they've controlled us in the past, they still feel it is their right to be controlling us now. That is why they are fighting the Chinese. That is why they are trying to fight people who want to rise up and overcome that thing. But we Africans have not come to that level of realization. That for some reason. But personally, you see me, I see life this way. If I see my life like your parents competed with my parents, maybe they won. But now the race is between me and you. Do you understand? The fact that your parents won against my parents doesn't mean you can win against me. That is what the Chinese has done to these Igbo people. Hey, you control the past, but you can't control the present. So they have awakened. The Indians are waking up and everybody is waking up. But we are still sleeping.
Abi, I could raise another issue, win against. That is also one of the killer programming we've given to ourselves in this world. Win against. I mean, we are all building a world together. So nothing is against the other. We are bettering the world for ourselves.
Well, Abi, they don't have yes.
You see, it's about we programming ourselves to be greater together and not better than the other. But hey, that is how the world is been programmed into. And we now kind no sebia nana bi winning against me. I say no, say you also win against me. But we need to come to the new era of thinking. Say there be it's not about winning against the other. We all belong to this same thing we call life. We are all contributing our efforts to make it beautiful. No matter how beautiful Messi plays, Messi could not
when people when they cannot win against you, they come for cooperation. Do you understand? That is their style.
I like that.
Yes, when they cannot win against you, they will fight for cooperation.
That's right. And see, the bottom line is we should also figure out ways with which we will be able to awaken the power potentials of life within us. Now, when you awaken them within you, say they will come for cooperation on the identity.
We are not doing that.
Now, all can controls to what some of these things when you haven't awakened to the power potentials within you now. They seem said they will be able to throw their weight at you. Now if you know editate him out. But hey, say one kasana why you near to activate those potentials within you. Now who say because unimudia no man work it together so then they come for collaboration and as if we are okay me Abi ma mintie na tibungu wati I'll come back to you
Okay,
later.
okay,
Why? I'll come back to
okay,
you
okay,
later.
okay, okay.
Eti
Oh,
Natibongo.
okay.
Say Otemenka Bamaso.
Papa, I mean, first year, I hope so. Okay, near my
Oh,
friend, some
bibia
fun.
boko pa. Bibia boko pa. Someone some here.
Good. Oh yeah, yeah. Sorry, Papa. I'm sorry. Yeah, me can't.
Mhm.
Yeah, sorry. And then my brave parents and I made that. I don't know. It just happened once in a while.
Mhm.
Brave part, but I don't know the day. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Ayi your friend say Monarch. Nse na no ano ka
Yeah.
so bolo ho asem no.
Yeah.
O send me pictures of ni so bolo no ene packaging no na se for am say Monarch pa na ade we abetena ayi Francie because straight away one district one factory pa o.
Yeah.
Said you see no one district one factory I tell you. Come up
The
papa.
creativity I can know be.
Come up but whichever way. Send you obetuma ya wa ha na ja wa shipo akọ Ghana. Sanu nso wo ho mboa.
Which my Ashepo Ediako, but Papa, we are talking about Ghana, 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 is when it comes to that country now, BBI possible,
Mhm.
Very, I had not, yeah, I had not, my answer can be boo, but I said, me home so. Yeah. Medical equipment, my uncle Fubi will have when we had doctors, at Todiagu, this dialysis machine, a good port almost echo 1 year, my Papa.
Egu port bay.
Eku Ghana port honum say omu here some you can say release from B from hospital black gas asem blah. Papa, you crow no dear me and me ban for we. Papa, no, Debbie, yeah, Jimmy Dodo. No, we can't be fool like this. Come on. We are talking about my phone. No.
Edi ntina aka port wo. Reason be na yede mamo.
Okay, according to Nana Joe, Nana Joe, I know him, he's my friend, long time. Odina idi animu. To the one once my catcher said, radio, no be any to me bus will be tea. To the one ma, or no, Yena Juma, be our crowd hospital, Untimin Casantibia, and the airport vision assume or call online OT. And then Yahan or call Ghana, who said me call Ghana, make us a confanochi, Miss Waba Bako, na or tea a chronom. Or yarea me kwa akwasra no midru a obi anya diabetes I say diabetes them say ahye na ekuru da ne na ho pa na ide na ebi obi didi mintimi nka na oda from pa flat like me ba me abrochire ha me hu bi da me nta nyare sa be ebi a me rebe ya me ba me hu say big da from flat a ekuro esuo firi mu apemfo obi ho a wawo ne ba afekra ebi anora ne wo no ne ba nyenye na ye di phone bi ato or da form na amanfo ban there be one papa me who say no there be a Jimmy yare we are sick yare most Ghanaians doctors Ghana leaders are sick in the head or yare I'm telling you ono who bisa no dialysis aye kan ni who say papa say no Ghana no for some reason I don't know ye nuane na ye di no that authenticity na wo ye nuane mu no ni nyina ye yi afiri mu because of siatra and indomie one meal na anadoko sia bitters hunu any sanom basa ne ye hwe didie ye ama na akra 14 years just in the kidney say how say genetic linear you cry how ti omo hu sara no mo atoto machine say de ye nyina wo obi atrim no so papa no so wo nya kwanya na wo akade na you do the same thing but omo say what no anyama no omu charge omu sika bi a doctors for no are not trying to pay this come doors no we equipment ya free of charge ana yedi ema omu obi anu a otwa bibi enti they were trying to see say bianca buy no be yi and they want them to pay full amount of money and the amount of money that they want them to pay it's crazy it's stupid and almost say here documentation. Meanwhile, we are talking about doctors who have been living in America here for a long time. They know they are right. I'm not saying they are perfect, but they know they are right. They know what they don't want. But this and Kwasafu go on a pesicate, I didn't know a go. Papa, to be honest, and then Yamin Kwasi say ambassador for Christ, a crowd, also the same story in Ruby Egu, a Honoma. Papa, minim say Ghana no ye wo leaders ni bi no na conversion or say Ghana conversion ka kra bia onyina na adwe no ultimate thinking straight crofo bebre ewo hwa ye from leaders ya mo hye suit a they are sick in the head wo yini tito a nyansa ni adwene ba ko kra ni nitiri ma obetimi e di adwene ma ye ho atoy hwe practice wi a me de beto ye fidie no so ene yi nyansa ba pa na wom pa say thought wa yes sisi wonu man ka me Ghana ni ebia me ke ha me olu man bi hia ka papa ade to say of a tune say o hwe ni age na bia watu kwane ba bi be so brand car akokra obetimi e de akokrom akogini Ghana bia o dia dada ne ho say de ya onkotra trotrom ni momone na manfo tabro no ni san kwase ya lifestyle no o be free mu no wo de ka no ko duru ohonu ma bere wa ba be dia dance here bere wa ka o de ko ga ska bi okotua no ho no na sabe ne wo saa de we mu a yentimi say ku ya manfo cars the sad thing is papa car no wo dia ko duru porto na untimi mpia no America ha yeti papa eka obia de ka mimi tuwe me de ka America ha no kwa wo ne ka wo nya bema yeah we design system no for you to owe money the more data you owe the money and the more you pay the more nana ye ma o credit score echo up oniama bi echo upe bibia the more freely but Ghana no entesa ye wo de ka ne kodru o na ye 20,000 wentmentua ya packet car na si baby ye hwa na munya 6-8 months na this so-called leaders omawia yesika no master koto car no make make say half of the price or maybe lesser na wakoto no ode ne yire ni ma etim na omutwi na wa wutena abrochire ha snow any emu and some stress ni niam no wo de wahwere papa these are the things when our topic how they buy you know say it mean anwene kakra you mean critical we a leader that doesn't mean say you bet me ejimi and I say so what Jimmy Kwana untimi ensua nyansa kakra sometimes papa minim kasa make media qualify those people I mean obi a wajimi no wajimi because minim adekra e kra ye nyina ye wo bibia no ye tell am kro no mo den like I carry say me ho nkyere me ho nkyere and that be am
I was with it min chwa no ma me musa wo osu obi a wajimi no wajimi on
yeah
enya bia ye wo ndimi fo ana nyankopon bon ndimi fo
we hono ma to say and I see so many leaders me who say bia on say tete no bu hono ma satam na form kra ni ho latest form e bi ni ho e bo pane de na to so nti bu hono ma me ma me ne papa kra da ho mo from wo ne na timi pre no abehwe wo team na ni ti abebo ho ni o ma mpe ho asem ti mo ja gira ni team for so long time and it's hurting us because some of the decisions that we're making papa yemfa asem yenka nokre emfa entra say does it even make sense say the resources that we have make car me call still na papa that's me the amount of money me ko pia me for me car no still na me dwene ho a me ntia say and enhame senka sa taxes no ka ya kwan kama papa wa kwan kama ka u free from Accra to Kumasi who drive here utumu say car bia monster ho 4 lanes come on police agent class who make sure so mu yo madwuma o yare ko hospital work environment need to me boa ma wo kra wo to say bibia the na kwam light agent so utumi ye wadwuma but papa upon all this huge amount of money that these people are taking from me here ni baby sabi o mechanics I mean I'm being sarcastic ebia me still now no ye da ebo busia eho go to your page in papa check the amount of money one person extra for one car na yakọ gina say ye $6 billion abra papa me ne wo sika kakra edi ko fie koma ye papa mo ne enuam no o check ya ebro sa nti no omo resources no kita omo anka esenka ho etoto ye no if they are acting this way papa I don't mean the qualified word I make me use to the mom say ebia say this me hu say enipa bia no yesu ye bi papa bi ne friend yesu oba obi wuji ye nkwa bla 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 but I don't kind of I don't answer Jimmy nti Jimmy no yes because papa say Jimmy na so many people and papa not me can I'm not lying these people called leaders whatever omo call parliament draw shi omo before so be kasakra one no draw ko be no draw 4 so o yare na oti abamu na wo hete ye ya ye te ha ye adwuma papa sometimes ya na ye mpese be kan ma bibri e wo radio so what you say anka at my younger age no I think I'm Jimmy to the maximum which I say I work hard for myself so if me Jimmy sick I think I'm me Jimmy So, but and problem now Ghana need to know. Last year it was good, but this year the problem now at double. To say unyeska programs are good obi and no across be ye kasa be ye numere. The classmate back or send a kaka hansa kaka ti obi a kaka hano me metia bruchile no. Then miko tu ubi kaka. But I say a hand since from last Saturday until me na Ochani picture send me na phone back pa dia ye no. The time I rewo ana ma pe bibi kaka dia kwakoma. This problem enya me problem enya me na say me solve. Enya aban na said ye sika ye gigi taxes no national health insurance scheme obi sin enya ne ya. Say aban na etimi hwe etimi mboa na otimi tu. Na me a say bi so kono mate say me. Oh, nti papa Dabiano, there's no crime, it's swati because problems say free a whole back mahasino. Say, yeah, say swati, papa. And I'm around the kinds of a body, midimanusino, of a body, edgy manusi, bonnie. But, papa, it's sometimes ye casa, yen tea, mecca, or was someone, papa. It's a me tea or was some nibi. Now may come with me, cano, said ye, is it here? Me, no, be on a tone, cocoa, give me bar, a butchery. Me, papa, or sofa, or Only Oko school, Unima, Ignatius Bafwa, Sunyani, we or me papa classmate, I don't know. So many people or more government more, the classmate no more way. Oh, ye young channel, me nana, or share me papa no, Sebi, ya channel, ye any bibia. Then I make can say, me metra, I say, na Sabi, me no, Obian trouble with your cocoa, and farmer me, low program, Yana Koto, my dear, Yana call me interview at that younger age, me fact, me go me bar, me see cash me bottom Accra. To second one, for on the phone. Then time, I was young. I was so young, but and I'm saying now we name the cost of the look at this cash and bottom 100 million, and then they set me bargain. But me drew one. I almost say, hey phone. Then time iPhone, name Samsung. Go do hey, Charlie, person best one. Me do ana me try. Only be me teacher na Matiano. You know, me ana me finding me destiny said no. I don't want to live in Ghana. I want to live in America. And I'm told me look to and me nyam call me interview. Opia ni machi. BNOD, Mechi, Eti, the American in say, I suffered a lot, me ba my share being crowford, but the enough of a body interest and say, what your butcher as a young guy like me, early 30s, me yeah, Duma, not me the amount, me percent me wow now so pum. Now, who just can now, what they call him, Pram, Yenu and Sana, who wasting me time. I brag your and crowd Holma, almost 2 years, someone. Remember, you know, in the name of Ebusia, and Papa, no more call Chani, we know. Call Chana, ye can't want them no. Abeka say be manage Papa, your friend navigation app will be your friend Waze. For me, instead of the class, who say Google no, just basic Google. Who drive here not travel quite far. But Waze don't give you vivid details when you driving on the highway or wherever you want to drive. If you want a cheap car, not Waze, you know, I will phone so. What do you say? Say, Pania Cranda come a catch. And the reason why I love Waze in say because of most of the cars are they want a performance car, a tunica crack. And police ever come Waze no can a bit to me actually me call New York say 10 hours, 7 hours, 30 minutes me do New York. And the Waze no boamema police will come do Pennsylvania how baby hono touch me pa omo na man maintenance highway omo talk crowd no to be one ma omo police car ni bu omo se we be no madum omo car no bibia but me wo highways plus na e kimi di tell me the police were dum ni car crowd wa na unim company to ye Google a perform peck unnecessary competition so they so say no this company is a threat to us at that time so young guys or more college or more develop sad you know I'm talking $3 billion every sad 3 young boys no one and as they say Google abewuni ways so papa ye culture any ye mano ababa wa bia me pe na sempa watato nyom otono sesala ne ada ye fe no ye noala say wiwala say whatever her name ebia man kan
yeah we yala I think so yeah
yala papa o share the bia we see enana abi e kanu ebia na abi anka ho be dey to so. It's not about Ghana first, yeah. Then tell me Ghana first. Echo any say it's one way, and for my akukuro way, papa through summer. You almost say a culture, but who bet much show African way, papa. Bet I show Facebook, nice African way. Come on, who bet me channel. I'm not saying it's my infra and Toma. but akukuru we pa na kentepa mu dududu na infisre etin krofo moto then time na oh papa ese etimi sesa ye culture no ye na yi kakra ye kente na efe but to be one ma ese etimi ye dynamic kakra so Ghana Fest Chicago was the best Ghana Fest amako obedu enuan akoye we are limited to fufuo no e de chese aduane ne de it's part of the culture but yentimi sesa kakra because we call Chicago Ghana Fest ya banku fufuo mwali koko ni ya sane life na you all as ababa way I can bet on my life say you can't Ghanaian richest musician in Ghana over 3 but she's so coded to the sense say Ghana on pese obeba radio so abe but so baby no uncle ni wiase so be anyone ma on boy all the major shows as what in chrome kasa or yeniti sa sala for omuti omo ye ne tin na or the white be agu ni kom no or the be fananim ebu okra or performing on share empaboa on stage but aprofo jame so because oh yeah but papa trebu no ma ahemfofo ni bi oh hina wo tu kwan no what check can take kama afa uba ya uba na ehwe papa ese it me reprogram here na it me e culture ne de culture no broad so home enye dancing ni eyinku a because na me work college na me wo fubu ha pa it do every Friday me check me fubu me kai Mrs. Medallion of me share fubu na ma na ni je ho ma me tobi e de ma no so home etino ye culture ni we no ye nyam hunu kwan fa so a ase ye di eye because sa this dirty December ye can we are limited it to drinking, dancing, jamming, Afrobeat and all that. That's why Buju Banton, I love him. I cannot cry no. All days Afrobeat music and to me, it promote a jamai. It doesn't promote. Look at Mona Kenyuma or Tona. If I compare David didn't come out. If I compare, I ain't cannot cry. Nyansa be any room. Papa, baby, I say, Anka, oh you go for this. I can't for you. So many atia. Oman was the assassin or a rich. Papa, the number of this black and white people who move back to one real best another slave trade. I'm telling you. Because all these big buildings are Accra, Spintex or Musisi or any apartment, any rare estate, big shopping malls, Omo ena AC and honum. Iti adentina yen culture, you're limiting it to bar, appetite, bar, yen means jams and why can't we do something different? So I then I to me they say I'm a traditional guy. Me Obio Nemibia, I'm a traditional guy. Me pe sani mano rather than this coca nyom nyansa bi anymore. A promotu a jamai a promotu a insanom ne nema bibria here. Papa we need reprogramming or make kind of debut with video way, so we need to restructure our brain na itimi buana inema itimi isisu papa so umde na waka say
and the point no yema onu anam so nka kakra and then emre kakra ho no ma
African way no am say wo ya de bi am say na me say from but me dey master me can play African way na efe so hu tinipa no opam ma wo no na wetimi ato na mai bi because papa ayi nyese bia mi go bi anim ase na nka me say me say African way bi no African way be 3 big go say ya what from me ama yesusu me kon me be bia dia ma from African way fabric papa African way bia kwa bia pama begu or hapas and papa these are the things especially yetimi so kan won the minim to won ni pa so ye me yon me pese me ye pa makonta pa me boni di makonta pa o ware mi ba apam atade bia begu ma ha minim say e bia office say me e den yo but nka me jai African way say ko papa me di me na wura mu a me to afa me to nyina me nko she bibi we na kana ko na macroma to gay obi a me ka say be gay obi a me dey me science ni me bibi am papa wo so a wo no wo pe African way no wo prog we a bene wa say no so ka bene wa wo kra de bi no nyina free ayi sunyane munim obi o ye yi a mon prog ye abe kra so pe abe super African way pa di mon prog ye na yam pam bi na Google idea my man say me koto agu kra because chechere me we be na wura mu a na I say legends no I say so me the size ni bibia SFP no me say na wa bro say na ono so yare yade am kan bi I don't know wa Jimmy Sika so di we wa Jimmy Sika asa di asa kan me ka tell say ade no opam ye no enye onsa anya kra no we read me message on reply na we ye de fiaka papa your country no any no I think we are sick some people are sick and hurt
on say creativity no it has to be nurtured and yeah dey sana you need to take your time say intina unsa usually no your friend say bespoke say if I say bia o pursuit now
papa me try no I think say problem is say o ka tell me say na kura bi na pam ye me
na say enye ono an pam ye
what Jimmy Sika pa African way Mr. Bisa kwa no fini bibia kwa ka enru what Jimmy Sika bia kokoma akra bia wa fa na enra Monday ya say on pam me that's a big disrespect to me my person me blocking it cry me there me
on say very very dicey situation in this particular essence and they say on say yeah omo de say omo besua adwuma no for them to know no yeah na omo chance ma omo so pam entire be here and there na truly no say yeah more sa chance na I will say it should come with a lot of supervision so enti any omo yitre correct pa no they some of them they learned then they did not start that way enti so okoba bi e be kire ne say dey si yitre na o yitre na dey obi a o kire no nani wo ho no wo hwe enti say mistake bi ba instantly no was stepping in and then watch and say another time and this is how you do it but so German side yeah and there's going to be several mistakes along the way and there omotaye me kai wo hon mo a ode car eko mechanic wa say master na nkasa amaka ne ho a ompese obia beba obia be car no but don't say odwene ho ekọ akira the new ones that are coming in no, they should have a means with which they also master the art of fixing cars of able to sew among other things. Okay, how do you want to go about it? And you know, we need to figure out a way we will give them a protected field so that they will also be able to learn the trade and become better at that job. And see, what business need the idea? Homete dear, but them say, one fat, control measures. I be broful. I'm mammy. Intina man a bad sir. Why? You, you better nati bongo. I say, nantie of a body and debi. Of a chumberma, yes, of a chumberma. And so at this point, of a June, Bamaso.
Jane Cassia and good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Now, important to say,
I'm very well, except that I'm hugely disappointed in what's going on in Ghana and how other people are. I mean, seriously, we're building one country, we are there, a friend of Ghana, but the country we are walking backwards, sinking, and it's sad. The air yakran say you pay you know what is good governance. You know practically. Won't you crash?
I
don't know. It's sad. I believe in excellence. We pay the best thing because I deserve the best. The across Ghana, there's nothing good about what damn some Jimmy Sabukan and the people why and how? There's something called perfection, good governance. Say what be no be trade. Would they win him crown? Abrotre. What abrotre baby one who pothole baby da. There is a reliable public transport. Wo yaria hospital be a die and the public tremu. Ninja baako kra ni order. And to the public say where so I have here, where so I have here. Government abanya we you Kwame Nkrumah one more abanya here bogus and then see one way this our party na che Kwame Nkrumah we ye be bia said the abrotre. And ya didn't yentino, ya bought upon your ye coming from a few. I brought stand out of my head, and I'll say Jimmy Kwan your team up to now. Very sad. What's that rabbit with the IEB by? I said no. It is sad. Ghana did 67 years independence. And the problem, my concern was the last 32 years from 1992 to now. MPP near DC, and I say, or mine are better than me. 1 year in 16 years old. Two parties, you know. Yeah, two about 2020, 4 years ago, I was an electoral commission, electoral of observer. On the presidential, there were 12 candidates. And get CPP, PPP, Ekuyadonko, ODK, they will never come back to power. And net 24 about MP, and quite MPP, NDC. What will be a strong, a wasika about baby. And the assembly, what is a catcher say? Sark will be a friend of Brian Sample. What he can't a Jimmy Sembi. And yet, I can't 3 of the half foreman near Betuaba. Young here. They just said some people are young they want the best practice in the political space. And to me, the foot will be based. Your friend party, I can see me. So, Omra, near Nim Como, and for say, will be Kuma, will be in Kumuya. And so, Nipabi, and Jimmy contact Jimmy. He said, I don't know how way. So, I know MPP, MPP or NDC. And to me, CPP, I power that. And Kuyadonko, and Koya ODK. Woman, now small one. And to woman, Nuna, show. Says, yeah, more before. Go to Ghana Google, Ghana Web. Almost as I'm quasi someone, Brand Sample Kaino. And this is your friend of BB. What I can say, you and Catholic Bishop Conference, you know, woman, ceremony, woman to for your friend. I can see me a Bruno. What will be a little bit about them? Parties that can you be or the capacity to form a government. It can only be MPP or NDC. And now MPP Nyako can cause yourself. The TBR NDC ni be yaro. And I challenge anybody. Go to your phone, Ghana Web, NDC so adjust. Hey, for example, you cannot so until not Catholic they were right there. Ye 2 4. Yes, now what we say ye passing here. I see a friend party. I can see no house away. Sign the same way. It's me a natural. Why? I think I won't pay peace in that. You don't want peace. And I mean, radical say, and you will be at the MPP and will be at the NDC because I'm vote to Crown. It's only there is a 12%. Me MPP, me NDC. And the other thing is, I'm MPP NDC, but it means what Tokwasi Ghana, civil war, but it will affect me. And to be Bianwa, the best sister and Tokwa Emma, civil war, Emma Ghana. And I mean, Catholic bishops, they were asking for a peace conference. Yeah, your friend MPP for the NDC for. In fact, a young Sapa, according to you, 2 years. And so, anybody say, oh, Montias here. The can't travel no man, AC. Hey. I didn't win it. How can that be a bad idea? How and why? Idea will be an statistics, and yet one since 1992 to now, MPP about them 16 years, and then 16 years. And a progress in your mind. There is no progress in this country. And you can't grow a bar, and your MPP and DC, you know, and our both grow. One two useless parties. Now, no, I have a video, but you said, John Mahama would you know, and then I said, make the example. Say, party in me, and what my crew about to there in politics there, a Torabia, would you truck a crown, what kind of crack a crack? Way pie and someone will be our different workers as a Jimmy Simpson a year. And a brand chapel so can't cost yourself a Kufan coca. Says, oh, one more two, no, what I said. Try politics here. Would you truck a crack? I buy the tour. Would you truck a car and you crack a crack? Me part what you have with what is said British Prime Minister political part and they don't talk like that. They are sensible. Oh, Jimmy, na work on politics. Yeah, you publish so. I saw me teaching and trying dear today. the person you be see foot of near dwene
na opportunity say wo de hey yam faton say Boris Johnson won so no wo di truck akra o
anything ya no dey say na he was forced to resign. Ghana had just Ghana had been on resign that this all the two of these Sekai now be pammo. Boris Johnson, yes, he was why it's Donald Trump? They behave like African president. They are stupid. One almost came and they are white. I did a war with him and they said Africa for a year. And they said a Kufuadu ye, and they Mahama ye. In policy, but Tuaba, which you do truck a crack, no can you crack a crack. And to me, Boris Johnson was here for every politics. He was forced to resign. That is how it is. Now, how many nipa do Nimuma, nipa do Nisika, and then nipa pro do enlightened. And to woman to me, cut and credit may cut yourself crown Ghana for the past 32 years, since 92 till now. MPP and DC abo oman to and yet. Krono Kufuado and in a bush for abo. Before that, Atamils as a medieval the buy. And Atamils the say, what the NDC me? And then Woyomi was Semra president said, come on, yes, Kabiama. And so now, your 30 years Kabiama Woyomi, 52 million. Oh, how can you defend? Listen, and the crow woman said, Omano Asero, MPP and DC, for the past 1932, woman didn't say for. That is all what I'm saying, and that's the fact. Every data, scientific, to a point to the fact, it is to be stressed. Yan stress our party, I can see me moon. Yan Cassandra woman, Necrono, and your woman, dear. Maybe a stakeholder, maybe a ganani. And I mean, your MPP, I don't know, I said, I sent Baba in Kebby. And MPP for 50% to that. And NDC nada. There is a 12% that, yeah, woman yet, both MPP, woman yet NDC. And the assembly bar, a year or man, a year public interest debate, as we can be. And let me see. We know because Bill Ghana with NDC Libya Case, Brian Champong cannot there. Oh, what respond to Brian Champong, you know? And said, no, what happened on your program? We'll be see on the one tier now, and this Catholic bishops, no one free NDC for a dear Brian Champong, I can't power no kind of friend. On this, I acquire Brian Champong and NDC. So, we pass on. Maybe look, I said, the phone, there is someone can be born. I'm telling you, will be a OTB. No, you see, NDC means to respond. Now, the Omano, I am MPP and DC for a Diana. That is what I was trying to say. I know I'm here, Mudia. To one guy said, Jimmy Samna, one party I can send me in 1 year. One more you. Me, my trap would say 50 years. Me, who said Jimmy Samsa, that, me, said the Apple Gana had. Me, who be that? We try landing 50 years. I Jimmy some MPP and DC Apostle. Yeah, but me who be that? To a munyai. Me Ghana is bigger than MPP, bigger than NDC. Full stop.
All right, Ovajum. Yate, thank you very much.
Thank you.
For that. Yentie Bema Benewa. Na onusunke Bema Benewa. Wote menka Bamaso.
Ayo tati papa. Yeah, papa.
Na saboko there.
Oh, jamina wada roma.
Beautiful. And let me bring this up. Enti what in common said the AC kono. Onso kabi. Why meet the best and watch it. Why?
Na there question be any ho. Yeah, papa.
Mete onka koso. Why koso?
Jo. We there, me tia busuafo nyina. Yo. Papa we there, eno ankomo no ara ye to aso te. Wiase na ye wom na obia ne gidie. Eni obia ne se di osi hu niema so ahu. Enti obia timi for so obia se on support party A and party B. Obetimi a kire wadwen. No matter what said the tie bia. But NDC and MPP for last 32 years. And the public briefly so na share Ghana no. I think say other way round no say ye be hwen so a omo aso na ye Ghana yi. If you say Ghana man e da ho no omo na abu a be sisabri. Then say ene man ko yi a omo a na betima ye ni yi. Sa party me no a. Obi say ya de a ono na betima akora no. Eti no so omo na ama Ghana ye say de aye no a. Ye fi say yenya ma omo ano omo kra no de be kan say ye kan say e mo bi nya na adwen say so belong to political party or ye pass ya abi Ghana ho no mo brand this NPP no mo ye ketewa bi because go and check numbers ye draw about my NDC last year last 4 years ne die omo to my NPP ndi se Ghana for abre omo an kombe to saba omo mre omo omo abre omo an kombe to saba na ndi Ghanaians no omo they are ready for those parties na the wom ni say party no mu nipa bi e kan kwase asem a enka ye hwe mpanimfo a se bi omunim de na omo aka saa nipa nanim se asem na o kan ye ne ye nkasa saa o public na do o me na waka ti ya me ma hwe a obi an kan hwe ankyere na ese me respond to ono na ma obi asu hu se me su me ye bema ndi no in fact no de e banes ano a na ye zu obi abo me masum ye hwe manim a mekwa akobọ ne de nti ye kimi agina ho mimum na ye besiesie masem sa nipa no obo ndi ye nya na manko. What kind of logic is that? Eti no de ye kan say timpanimfo wo man mu a omunim dia asem si na omunsiesie ne ne enye za mo man mpalingo so na say wansiesie a nipa no a ye de adi no ono a obe take emra no into his or her own hands eno ne ma enema no be ti say ye paso nwa na ba bia ye friend saying no kureni pepepe ye ni eye den aso nwe ba ho enti do because obi ye nya atwuma enye se nya atwemtre bi a asimasi potting o but hypocrisy we system no say sa sofo no a ye kon mo asem no omo na ye ka so omo no ye nya atwem to the stand say last 4 years last 8 years last 2 years ne ma asisi o ma anu mu nyina no ede na onu atimaka na fe na omo call omo conference ye ku nipa wotwe wan call ye ho conference ba ezenu Brian Tempo asem o waka na ye ko ye ho conference afre ndi zo metra na omo nkoka de na Brian no ankasa kra ye frɛ no wa ma wo si ye hwɛ kra NDC ni betima akasa ntini ye frɛ omo mi no that's most useless statement as so for no koi hwɛ ne ho senka omo hia yi say yes ye no ye nyansa se for me ye nyansa se for me enye nyansa se ba kokora say nipa na ka asem condemn asem no ma ye hunu se wa kanyansa se mo wa condemn nipa no cancer useless or ma useless statement say Ghana ne nye ne dia enti ne say ye to aba look obi also ye democratic obi o ye French politician wo hwia de o ye learned person o ye academician o ye whatever na onu no timi gina simple say ye mfa 2 minute mob ya 2 minutes so ye en mrakete so obi ba ko fo ntena so nkosi da senka ba ko fo tena so a enka ebedi wusam enti dia wo kan nyina no wo na wo di efrefre wo di hwire ma efre nyom nti so obi ye na adwen so obesa sa nipa no waye mfom so ana enti sa asem no amuka na ye ka se ye nyatwem enye de bia of twuma na ze mo amuka sa wa na mo ye nyatwem ne sa grofo no a wo mo no te ho a enema no bi asisi past yankasenka omonchi obi antum ne mum wonka se ye te omo voice ye te omo kasa ena nipakum enye ne na obi beka je me se ne nko na onim se nipakum ye bone anazi ye kum nipa wotwene wanhu se that time no onim nyansan se ye bone ne mum ne na wahunu se sa nipa na wo mu ye no se we no ne kasa no betima ma sa wu no bi waba fine sa nipa na eso ka kire ne se mu kwasi asem na mo keka ne past no e ma nipa wotwe wu ye nti ja kana reverse wasem no ansa na bia mpo obetu NDC for say de waka na enye na enso musuma mo nso so a fine o friend NDC ni MPP say party mienu na Ghana no omo ye 2 party state ana nti sa amanfo pre to me enti say wuna ohu party no so omo ye nketenkete omo nyina obi a wo potential obetima anweni aba nyeza anko omo ntubi enti no say ye ba be election na political party bi o man nim say here say invite political parties ya do ye political party bi say invite no here so be free the major political parties so omo ye major there ene na nka nketwa no enyi say mo register kora omo hope ni say omo koye de Ghana ho no ye nye ye friend say nti say obi timide na aba e de support obi unya standing one winnie unwini na utimi di adwuma enti no se omuntimi nwini a nka ye mo kwan enti ze bibi e koso ye invite political parties nyina na so obi so ka asema enya so ye NDC ni so ye MPP ni esese mo ka sa nipa nanim entra ho akosi se ye twen se wanya ka sa de NDC ni so baba be respond enti omumienu ni nyina mra eva na motibi eno de enye ne sa enti so obi sore na so gina so defending the right because mra nya adwuma wo manum pepepe ye nya adwuma mo amotim na mo ye mpani vote so for twim no mo na mo kasa kiro mo na mo nya say NDC na MPP say Ghana wo mo na ye Ghana de ye wo no because that is Ghana we have enti mo ye mpani vote so beti mo abu o man na mo mo ko wura mbe na mo o man no but sango voni na ebu man no ebi o mo for me mitimu ze bia o mo level of another capacity ye di bu man no omu de no wo fom sa na me fa no me hu ze Ghana mamuo no sometimes me hu ze enye omo adwena ye di bu man no wo fom then tinka wa ofi ze bia owo wani no wo pepa no obetuma akọ support ba bi ana obetuma awuram na so akọbo bi na so ntimi mmoa de a say ye ya bre omo nso ye ne alternative bi ase ya bre ndis ne MPP ba si machine ye wo no kwan na mo wo no sisi kwan say ndis ne MPP ni ho a ediza clergies we mhia mu yo mo ko say ndis ne MPP ene be ma nipa wo twena e bo mu tuo no this year ayi Brian Champo won sem wo kekan no e be ma tuo bo no e ma na enti iwe ye hunhia ba kokora se obefre nipa zo mra metna se na mo mesisi na se muni ma sem sisi de am sin ka mo asisi bi dadada enti omunya asaka na mo of amamo fan high say omo akanya nsase bia enye nsase bia nim enti for me me that so stand say NDC for anko a omo dibem say MPP for kra no Brian ono an ka na sem eno an ye ne stand on sisa na adwene enti na wanko no because ono sa no hu no enti NDC for so they are ready for him and I make us ono no no hia nyansani bi obetu no for say NDC ni bi wo no otiefo mu awodo enti ono the 1 manches ebe shiw hotel ni nyina wo na ye nka wo to hotels no sika na ma pompe aguda no ebe hia hye ni nyina enti ze e ba ne se sa anto kwasem na wo frɛ de a fine wo na wo frɛ amo e na nanura no obi bube no se e frɛ ne say asawa ana se atentre hotel oto a ye uhuru ntreja enti ze o de o se o be boss anyum no a o be nya dances enti papa na ebre ni 20 do be besi ya
okay all right on say etoda yetimi kan asemi o say hey enye nyame a mede mani ato nanim pa anka wade a meye o pa so waka bi da me wa
yeah papa makabida
na se ye de sasem we kasa na ye kase Ghana nti right Ghana nti Ghana nti you see truly speaking Ghanaians are also wising up now right
that's right
na say they are empanyimfo e kan asem no obi fum kuma wo mfum nwia right na say odi wani to Ghana enim say they are odi wani eto nyankopon enim na enunti enim maybe onya na ohun ewo greater rewards right
that's right
now no kure say ya frɛ Brian and I say MPP ni NDC for in this scenario uchichiri mu said the YM from so na was nke frɛ no na what is the point in calling the other individual as well you see we put certain interpretations to some certain things as a sign of weakness among other things and you know sometimes we are not able to derive the full power of some of the things. Enti odie asam number ya frɛ MPP. Onyam na mo onye ndisi ni na kokan right. but yɛafrɛ MPP ni yɛafrɛ NDC for sɛ mommra me yɛnkasa, right? Nti ɛyɛ nanka NDC for the money to Ghana anim, right? Oma Ghana peace nti yɛnkɔ na yɛnkɔ kasa, right? We value the peace of Ghana. Ana ɔmo kɔɔyɛ ana MPP assumingly said you're okay MPP for ma. You think it wouldn't send a signal to Ghana for Anna? It would. It would, right? Someone for what the encore and send a signal to someone like of a Berman. He will see it as it's a stand. Oh, it's a stand. Perhaps the NDC may have taken. Say, oh yes, we are up for peace. Someone that didn't sit here, but say to me, say okay for the greater good of Ghana. It is a minimal way I am from Swa because of the greater good of Ghana. I will do it this way. And no strength, and no wisdom.
No, Papa.
Me too.
I didn't say of a team. NDC for because I meeting no team of a team. But on because I meeting no team lose through NDC for being pattern. The woman say, Omo Hunu say, Omo NDC for followers no Mukotwa Bama NDC 2024 December 7th. Majority of them no here mema. Omo person omo say Brian Motimi hunu NDC the bias and now omo aye hunu sadia. And then not just omukra, they are not capable of leading the party. I don't know what I want to ask you. And besides, Papa, Ghana na ye nyina ye pro. Ghana na MPP for pre. Na Ghana na NDC for so pre. Enti no ya bo omuni patu nipa wotwe bo mutuo time ama bo dia bo. Omo NDC for well able to manage themselves. Omo akios bia magana. Omo to me bo money transit jo omo akoma ejojo omo ho ye ko bro mo wo ayawaso Sam George mo ye pipe bi no mani omo bo omo din tena mo abesi ne entokwa bia nsi Ghana enti saadi pe no omo nye peacemaker na enye enough for Ghanaian to know say NDC for kra nye omo nye trust mana ya bo omo sa bro we nyina still at the same person no yes anya manu. They keep on saying those things. Nti ono mom na say yeto na no na reka. Ye takira ne sa brantie. Nyansani bi wo man no mu a na baba me bi say I did the rare people peacemakers sa clergies no. Nti omo na ye Ghana aso omo ye dedicated men a Ghana di omo tum so omo na siesi Ghana asemana. Na so omo na siesi dia. Dabe na omote saku no eye nro ya na so last 4 years in no mate etinu there are some certain things say one can say the pano enye ye dawo we are ye kan o ha no any first pa na papa wo kan no the first no for twimo kan no that is great way but nipa no won call because say me obi boba sum na the same time me mum na say ye kasa kire me to the center na magia tu na ochina what science so can was asem na ya sa frame me how me ya kwan say adena mom free any pano in fact obi kita se kan ba bi twa me a me gina me ba bi a me ne se kan bi me na obi kita me mu koso no na je se kan free nizam na so ni ne dia na me so me because so kita me a what man free range say o me twa me even say ka me kwa kopa dia defend me ho no what man free yi so on fa dia na me bo me nkumi edinu me so obi de ade e ba me so a say won't to me ya a mammy ho so ba be patame because jam and I'm finding me way out say me to my different email but over to media say any pano kita konde no kita wicked mindset no say the plan e kasa kire no yen na ye Ghanaians but we are doing like say ye better say NDC for no na and I say o kona braya ma e no he e mo vote bia of a dream no crock and what ka say Ghana no NDC ne people that said nti ono de mummy no hia mu bia two ko one ko no from so you don't need to go there because of santi mom do the right thing so we to me when this ni no obi aka saa no odo wada ho so de so de na no na kai ya so ye de ano ya respond to mu hu say NDC ni bi atwese kan say okodwutwa Brian na an happen sir enti no ye ma na hunu se oka ye no oka kire ma na chi taafo ani ji MPP fo ani ji se Brian de oye bema o enti NDC ni obe respond no so be ma NDC followers no am from post projects no bi no hunu se asima sin so oye bema o yesu ye wo mema na ya ga na ye nyina ye petumi agegere na omo otumi ni kiti omo nsam no instead of so omo de be develop oba na omo de kan kwase asema ya ye nyanya ye de na ye be ye peace making omo fa power no make peace sa na tie enti nye NDC for na se omo ne hwe omo nye mfomso bia and besides ade ama tumi no ama Brian ta power no a audacity a ode keka no say waka hu be ma bia watimi aka nanim da nti ze mo ne boss mo ne Spanish ni be ze mo ne huevos ya de ka sa Brian nanimu a ave de NDC for de mo na mo ni me hare nti chenchina twan mo mra metrans ni sisi my friend ya nya ne sa papa we nya football na ya ka say ye twa nti na me football krati twa wa ye money pano red card nemom si ehunu se ebia onko bobo na wan said that na kobo na wo no pen ntokwa e no na tambia ye ta frame mu ye no nemom so be deliberate no said that ye wade bia referee ni ma obe show no yellow card sanity enti nko omo no omo wo ho clergies no omo wo nten omo hu Ghana no omo tensem no omo wo do ma o man obi kan kwase asema na mo so ma issue statement against the nsema wakan na ze ma anya ne sa what was it? I'm from me and NDC news about the can be. Which is stupid and useless statement. Or mono, and I dream I do more teams as a sanity there for me. All
right.
Or mono, or Muya, and your Munyai. More.
Thank you very much. On there, as we say, no, hard, the initial comments now. Buy no a hardware say some of these things honma na ubusa ho say I mean so oye eja ewo fear oye eja for a part of the family or for the whole family enti say obaba ko ekeka nsem bi a de abusua no ebeko oyine eni amani mu a wo eja no we need to see you stamp up some authority in dealing with sa asem no ye kan nyina say I was say enka your friend meeting nka omukọ among other things we are all giving our views as to how it should be done. But obebusa ho say in this particular instance all said and done what is the rule because this is the peace of the nation that we are talking about. This is the peace of the home that we are talking about. The father of the nation, right, at present times obaba ko kasa nsem we say in the face of what is ahead of us I mean,
that's right.
You see, some of these things, we can only suggest leadership must step in because when it comes to matters that concerns the peace, a huge thing. So all things should be paused and then the necessary action should be taken. But if we are not thinking in terms of Ghana, if the father is not thinking in terms of what will benefit the whole of the home, the whole of the family, but a part of the family, when we use a smaller group within the biggest group as our reference pointer, now wisdom, ashort to kakra. So intelligence, ashort to kakra. Where the Mijaniako, intina, memoir posto na Bibi, eso obon the anno asum kakra de amaye. Until say the next or no habit was why in program into the Bibi say Otemen can Mama Kwaba. Why? Mama Kwaba na sum briefly. Usumuno na me ma minim so owa hene champon e wo dia memo owa hene champon naba and then kwabna and so asoso board chairman son kasa. And after that, you can do a reset, and then whichever way, what's some kama at mama white. TBB, over to you.
Yo, that's it. Let's say for and then Obia what I bamaso, which Obia, we did say Obia way. For the next few hours, And I mean, now, Papa, what mama your friend say? Hello? Topic, any.
Oh, sir, and questions and answers. Yo.
Yeah.
Enra,
All right.
Enra, we started talking about being critical of our own. So,
okay.
Probably a bit more. To us every hormone, but I'm say one other area by muye asemwa brand champon e kan so when we are working with being critical of our own, let's say the very ones within the corners of the NPP, they step up and then they voice out and say no, you can't put the peace of the nation in this kind of situation.
Yeah.
Then we know that we are truly working or being critical of our own. On the identity.
Okay.
And see, why?
Yo, yeah, that's it. Yo, any for any na sumwa. Tafi na adu afidi na tuwa haya control radio. Pamaso jumadi ene kosoi. Na Alex waka say we all.
Na Maria no na papa Julia we na say time no be about
yo enye nyamede enti matifo bia na Wednesday questions and answers wo question bia obetimi dia tudwa na so obi the question tudwa so obetimi de ya no so ayede ba na bibia kama ti said ye no kan o wa hene ho hene yeah, from Ghana. What is in Ghana?
Yo, baby.
Yeah, what he?
You gonna say?
Krista Daroma Boko.
Yo, I already have drink here.
Vamos.
This year. Me chia Papa Smiley. Na me dem question me pusa question ba ko na we are Masaji Brian Champion de no so atu akiri aka de mesomedwino fa na me wo Ghana idi na me kasa me bushifo kasa ya fidi eyi adwubako ewiase fa na nyina no me busa Ghana fo nyina se eti Ghana fo no ye ready say ye bese to aba enya sisaya na sisaya ede mpuntu betima breyen na yetima ka ko ani emewe yesua ehunu se ye to aba Ghana fo yesua ehunu se ye to aba ye to aba ape ensisaye anase ye to aba mo obi so bedi asu keke se nna mbese busa se Ghana fo nyina mum ye mo na yin sa kwesi ya no se ye pensisaye anase ye to aba ma party bi so bedi asu keke anase ye ehisem anase ehisem de ye pese ye keke se yin ye party aba nti no enti ya ne yekro ana ye party na aba ya ne yekro eni bi ne ye pa na se ye to aba pa se ye to aba se di ye pempuntu ama ye nananom ne ye ma no omonom dachi okay makato ho no bibi Brian asemo be kai mi de me sirenti da me giri so aka bi da se ebia no ne ye me this what I said Brian that's what can be that me this and one you go kan what say I know so say kan for there minim
best what come for na me anzumente best what come for
but so what come for there no can say so what come for pa na just say what come for there say abrantie no omu nipa na waka for clock kan say me na be say me ana say de waka ba ko na no waka ne bi mu ana okay enti bibi menti yeri ti no me pese me comment no say that dia ne come ba comment but
new ideas or can't be jamity, you know. Major na ebia and more platforms, if you Robert Shem say you are Kada. It you know, and that's what I come for. It was a come for the year, and yet, Marco Shishe. Now, Marco Berti, now say, do should be my numbers, Mamba come out to know honor. It's a major man, do dimit.
Nice.
Would you honor? Well,
all right. Yeah, that's it. Kwabra, oh, Kwabra, Junker.
Yo,
Bamaso.
I drink kese, and I say,
Yeah.
get a cut. Now, if it's all one here, crab a choose, and all one here, edit to a
petting.
Then all one here, at one of her, and I say, walk off. Get this card, I'll wait in the car. Now, I'm so one here, I can answer, send you a hapa, ma, who's ampa. Yes, you open you will fear, yeah. I'm besides a bright champion, or cocas and pufrubia, and I said, on cocas and pufrubia. As I'm that, I know cocano, and maybe, sir. A friend is an obetimia goose as a my account was a money. So, na what was I say? Or mine on a cranny empe. And I want to name you, or why he was a question pa. Was I asked some for an answer, some that no one here can was him. As some blind can, I say, send this for a do a man to say near a man or some home. A adventure. Me de Ghana befi ahade akosi ha na obi a kire na dwen na Ghana fo agina eso e de akoto abamom Brian Champon say NDC for o ma say de bi o de tutura sem e na pese agitumi na say tutura sem nko na so pese o de gitumi de enye obi ade ha ba bemom say tutura sem ye ne ye gimi ye nim nyansanti ye mfa tutura sem enye niema wo se eno de a na say ye de asa o man na e wo mu ye mpa nokre na me asofo no mo okra me nim ne enti a to kofa NDC ni so ma meje ha oyi bibi o ebi ya won kwada ofia so
na akwada enti na asama sa asem na asa sorry bi mi
asem bi an sorry yes asem bi o na eda ne ba bi dwen ne ho na ebi no mo mbeso mko fa asem no ba
amanfo a wakanda dada na nkofo aka ho nsem na edi enti na asa pie bi apagya bi mi
tete se asem o no o makofa koye subject se okoka asa asem ni enti na asana Brian koka asa asem na obi akokeka nsi hu bi okumase ekita nse kan se obejutwa nkrofo ti ene ade nyina beno no ende enye aye me say ewi aso hu me say wo nkwada ofia hu akwada bi ho bu wani kire na asem a be so ka nyina no wate akwada bi wate so twa ne to akwada bi wate so de ababo ni po obi so wate so bo ni tu ansa na asem na waka na te ndc fo enipa bi o ma hu atutua he o nipa obeda samoa e wo kofodi o mo so ne soa o mo posa so an na papa ejina don so de ne kwa no ntimi nko don so o mo so mo okobi azo ka boys asa wan bibi ebi a sa ayi kwada we di omo nim nsem esi efi 79 ne sa ne ma ne ade ni nyina ekọ nipa asa nkrofo we abekum o asasi so e ma adwo ma ha ma be repeat say omo de when it come to violence omo kita black belt na so nipa oni ne koya de bia kwa na do sagwaji say e na NDC for ne me say omo de omo pa omo famesi say na omo kika me say asema esi ya wo so we so gu hu Ghana for na omo pe no kure na say nko omo pe no kure a nka say akabe 2 days ami akoto aba no Sami Jemfi, Dondomelu, Hanabisu, Omuko, Obi, platform so. Omuko platform, na some Omuka so. Omte wa pesa oba, pesa oba bewu, no ba yade na. Me mani is home yetu. Na pesa dentina sani mani nyina siye. Omuko se sankofo fi enough. Enipa na omuko fa ade ehihye o mani se entontom ne ade no. Enye bibio. Na NDC for na nkasa bi ka omo ana ade ehihye o mani me se omo yade no. Because omo ana de yade mba say ni say na we no pesa omo ye. Obi eni wo ba be krokro. Me ma example bi. Tama 1990 ebe nanado court no. Atu guba no time no. Ye in life. Judges are no muti ho nyina no. Ye so obi anim obi e ka say ehwe no. Opa akọ ko hwe omo de ne court. Judge bi eni ho ehwe no. Busa ho sa de ntia. Because we need huruye and equal. Send this 4% of just no more to 12 and they be more mema. Yeah, Bibi. Send it baby to Chrome Swam. Tell Mamma you need to another be on the Tokwa boom. No more pata, on the Tokwa boom, no more pata. Unyasum view, Krumuda. Jaum, no more fancy any. Baku bim bakwa. And I say a curl wonder some. What's that piece about? And it said the end is 4% of the be almost to 12 them get a black belt. No. Bibi no we beti mimo utu omo sign near money ade opon say you educate then this headquarters Kumase na ofoso for ne say dunka tietu a ye kokun obi in front of them no and just go for na say peace in Afro peace that's also ma that's also war be ma ukona say ukowu a me country say say a for the mechanism. So the Kokromoti ko a year say, you want to so truly jam. And I'm going to be a face of one of my men, I'm going to bet me violence or ma'am. Aden.
Now, will you be in Ghana during the election time?
It doesn't matter. Me say this for now so more.
I
can't remember some would be at them or didn't go for Timia on over. It's almost more man or more. Me say they be a me say what Jimmy they be a be. No be crowd your born only fools die. Now say two about America have trauma time no. Me say you kunipa or honor. Me say what is will be can want them. What is our software after meeting say you ba be can am be yakwa to aba ayi de mo mamu me na ebi nkosi ne go. Akwo so be afa bi. And Papa ko eden ho. Omko Jimmy and you boom to kun wom. That videos na see what sa 30 man no for say wan no. How dare you say ya to abawi ye kan aba. Na tete kura soldier for kura gina ba bi kura nka kura ntimi me ho. Mo na mo mema ye be ye say ye be say omko paper na kura je ku format say no. Aden. Mo ko am ye den. Aya was so go. Wo say papa na osane wo so onsane bi. Ene ma ohu ye ne ma ko so ni fi no. Ebi a Nyankopon e kana koma. Hwensem ofoso ampofo elder ebe kan ye. Yen kwose market. Yen niema se de be ya manfo be hu se na nado de ye the violent atare ne huntini. Yen niema na wiase nyina hu no. Bibi. So Nyankopon hira wa hu. Ni obonefo ne badwua fa hu bia no. Ebe ba be daddy. Ame wiase nyina hu. Uni bone e woni patrim. Mo dwe se mo de se ade a kyen ade san amanfo kanya sasam de gitumi no. Koka asem kire Ghana ni no nyina so nto aba ma ho. When the so Kenya asem kire Ghana ni nim nyansa se obegina so asala ya to aba ma ho. So they be face violent gidi na me masem ne ase du nka tie hwe obema o se odi ni moja betwa so. Wo moja be ne wo mu. Wo moja wo mu kwa triba kokoro endu. Ye de moja betwa so akose akotade no jeno di me masem kwase asem kwa wo me. Na man for so no so e na general no kan ne bo so asem yo. Me say 2024 yi one go Kenya asem Ghana for one go Kenya asem Ghana for sa allo na ye be free first 1100 for ne mo obi free eno no my target mo hwe mo betimi atua na mo hwe mo ntimi ntua ana eno no so we level 400 100 ni wi a o wi 100 na no wi 200 o du 200 a na say o ne ma me nyeska ntua no wa drop out no ko Kenya asem Ghana ni na Ghana ni nyina so nto aba ma enye se ne ye mema yem wo de wo be ma wo de ko se wo be ma ju ko na se tuo pato na ye ma wa so a omo mu ko ye no wo say a friend say ayi asi tama am ko amafo bi ko demonstrate let my vote count for ye de ade bo akwa bi anima a owu ye no o ma wo be ka che say ketchup no mo de egu nani ase tama na wo fe say bia mo na mo mema hu mo de mo nko wo pa 2024 yi ye ko salai to aba na NDC yesi abobo aba NDC say ye win NDC ye win aba na PP ni bia say me mpre ni ade a ye nyina ebe ene demonstration yesi adwan ni NDC for ebe dwan ni o mo de agitumi na ma ho ba ye say ye nto aba ma ho wo se me de me na me be ma me na me de me kita azoka voice ana me na me kita blackbird ene mo bedi mo gari kwa ene ye so pamu ohufo a de bia beto no be ma chance hu na o mo difficult akudua mere so o mutimfo obi otan enem na say obi de ayi bia beto a champo esit ayi friend say dem ayi refinery on the Italy for na ye a champo team be gide Ghana nya na Ghana onu no 100%. That ko o me chi ni edi bodua ho. On be ko fa so obuku a champo say champo akodi edu no ni edu bia. Wickedness. O me tati bo 20 feet na say de kodu no soro. Just o mo panish no. Ade na mo de boni wo mo team say enipa bi obey ade bia say bra champo ma to na ni ati o say oya de papa. Mi say omo say hu nyina ntia me say me no ka say wi enche bia me ko adwuma ma bra champo me say me hotel no me ko akoda 1 week. Sika me kwa bi adwuma zia me de koma no tell be na adwuma no betu mpon wafo bi adwuma mo bi adwuma se una me ko awama me de scanner koma na adwuma na tumpo se ya no de o ma no wasi adwuma na so be so mugu no se de o mugu Ghana fo adwuma nyina o mu wie a o be ka se adwuma ni Ghana ugu kwa me kuma adwuma nyina na akufu ado ba wo se akufu ado ne go kreti adwuma de ugu no ka ye adwuma ka oba ngo onye wo de kakra so so na ye ko anim te sai se o man na e wo mu no wo de oye Ghana ni akwa bi akobo onyo ma NDC fo na nsen ya omkoyo mu program bi e na akwa na beka se o for business MPP ni bi ni oba beka se ta wo de opa ma ma chi de hwan kobo obi anka na se ma obi mfi ba bi no kobo MPP Why did not you quasiano take as a Cavitella no but no be dinner camsa ade.
Oh, Kobra.
Baby, I send you on one country obia. They be on my face on one want to. Any po mu you know. I don't catch you say. Men nyama obi nkuwu. Abana ye to no 50 plus 1. Ebi o hia sa nipa na wa wuni botu. Na ade aka ho de win election. Kanya asasam chiro nipa men ma kwa ni nkuwu. Ghana ko hia say nipa no.
The 17 was so insult delivery mu now can make a point.
I said you almost the bias omo men ma chi obi a. Fado omo se mu no. That's what just some of the bad to me now at no mu abesi ene no. Na omo one day em say moja na omo hwiegu no ho. Moja na omo hwiegu saa bebiri wo Ghana no.
Obranya botre no nsuo na obi mbra bi na obesan ba bi.
Enema mo dia ba Ghana for no. Me say me ade am me pen this asem ade bi am pon masem no. Kofo dua bonten so. Jackson Park. School boy ma pon adwuma na ma besia ma me mpanifo. Ni eyi omo ni e bom na emu ma. Ade ntia. Omo ye adwuma. Ni e bom ma na wo ma me. Ene ade ni kodwuma ni e pon na emu ma sa na senke be oda. Kan e ntie. Ala wo fe mo kwa na mo atutuafo wo ma mu. Wo pe no.
See democracy aba.
Democracy aba omo me democracy. Democracy in the say. There was being na me chema again. Na mo de omo mo wo no. Obi de ne ho kora ni edi na tem. Ade Ghana na mo dia. Madam one here that could be too many so man mo kora na mo here ma me tu mo fo.
Obranya botre
Ma me tu
mo baba bi.
Ma me tu mo na me ko te me bant me ma second round. Me ko e bra adwuma na ma no. Me ka la so
na. Ko Ghana is here.
Oh, there be any nasem. Say fi na me boabo abran tika na no. Na asem a me di 2 million no ndi tipo for ne say, "He, party abama party akọ ne yetete de no. E de bi papaji aka kire o mdada. Papaji atu o mfu. Wase MPP for no mo hot fitete. Omudi no mo sesa ne keke. Da kukiki besi Ghana say kim NDC no etofo mo a eno ano no. Etofo mo a papaji ne wase no de na yi ko. Eje o mo pese o bugu o party no. No mo pa, o mo fa nyansa kwan. Ka kire Ghana ni no nto abama o. 50 plus 1 na uhia no ne nyina mo ensema mo se mo ya de makọ nsema kire Ghana for agina so ato aba mo ne emu nim no mo me ne ma fo man ni nkoda nim na wo ye ho se o de na wo be ma na kikikiki si ahu ade ba ko pe ne besi soldier for no be take you over o meka to say o man nim ho ya ba ya take you over engineer o ne say ye beto aba 2028 satem soldier ni no wi anu asan da ne ho dua bro ni say de NDC fo abo ayi fo ne ye no a na no ba to MPP for na bi satem na wo party NDC no na gu wo de mo se mo ni nyansa na mo nwen twa kan a me tu mo fo ana ba ka che no
all right
ti mo amu da mo ti mo me ma no kwa na mo
obi mra bi e da she bo chairman o board chairman o okay so board chairman T and Kandia we say Dr. Parker wetima akasha dog bese o adwuma oti you any me ma ai ofokwame akwaba
ya ejo
apomo
adum emo ne ma abisu me ho o sen camera rest mo okay
and my mama rest here I said
me how kasa ya badia
me how okay it's head the and I would dump that with you nko
bibi maba ma me kasa wai
ye pese transit
ayo okay opa me Matiasi
o de kasa me mama 5 minutes me ko power 17 never no de ko
5 minutes ipe na de mama
I say me pese o ju ahun me be pese o bokasa
na yes you know friends opening Alan so a press conference was you yenya won report to be out
obosom fomo de baba
that ben
ni omo ni website
so
type YouTube here Alan press conference o de kan asa me rest me obosom fomo de baba
Yo.
Yes, it's Abuano, ne hunwi no, ne hunwi ni ne man ye me kese. Yes, sir. It is
Oh,
you sir.
you know,
I said Mahama so koye by in some of the thing in am from him. God yes, yeah.
Mama we cry. One man a quite mao. O sabe campaign. It is gonna win disqualifying Crovon. Yeah, dear, Kakama be who say. So abuse two officer and no, you might be 5 years, 20 years.
He's in the office.
Nanyo way no ton a portuma ubunini.
No, abuse of office.
Bibi, what is Joe Ponko, Graponko, no what vida?
I have one there.
Oh, my young people. Yetamono. Na ye two books. Na so parents who muni matura. Na person winya pocket money.
Okay, geography.
Joe, almost Joe Ponko. Graponko. Ponko, say.
Joe Ponko say a friend Sikana na Mudino.
£1.
Mr. Num Betty.
Okay.
Yeah, remember Papa
and it's no muna. A drew certain amount to be a friend a pom back.
Yeah, said make us still maybe I'm over 4 years or so, 3, 4, something, you know. Maybe I told me to know.
Okay. Now unit in a 3 pence, shillings, and a pounds.
Okay.
So, indeed, British for the woman we are seeing, just a free 12 pence, and some drew 1 shilling, and now free jamre 12 shillings, as I say, and some drew £1. Woman, and couldn't boy king British for. Yamiada Roma, ye pin gunchen, ye did this maba. Na Munkan ye on me, and I mean, so make come out.
Question and answer. Of our here, so but you are me. Yes, yeah, questions and answers. And it's all question be away to me about. And I say, was we
any question me a munya answer no, one farmer me and I mean, mamma answers.
Oh, the any crank. Yakakra. Obi the bus, or what he busase. Ye 2 about puntu and I say 2 about say me party about power and maniaji. Like Otokone has go Kotokorini, maniaji. And I say 2 about airport, puntu.
BBA, about to no, dear woman say, ye the system wa, a bema or mino, a true and a moon. So, oh, you must share, your friend is saying, Ure Janana. Was it?
Yeah, Jan.
Was it? Or hearing the maybe sharing, sir. 1 year, cry my. And no, why you may be. Ain't it not the method or the year, Jumano? One check room, you
No more pinom funny way.
Debbie, logic now make no bomodinity na why case no. And you say you for bimro. Debbie system will use here. What me mobilizing mantle Emma a guma.
And Sunny a dig gun a best short son. This year to Obama. And this one no system no best obey the idea won't forget is obey the gun. And he say Obabuadia and call for constituency. No about regional, no call national. And he say or papas obey a Jumadia. Or Muntu or Mwampi no funny so. Simple.
BBA systems be or what a war results. Systems be so or what a kikani patribum. Me bet you come nasa me just nyame mpata come no be die wo. Wo be die.
Onye.
Because say the party say mo dignity no. Oh. We enzo ka abranti na beti ya wo di gina ho no mu. Enka dwuma betumi ayama Ghana no. Kenyeni. Enti yen o na se kwamna no ho de wo ye bema.
Oba adwuma. No ko ba adwuma pesika o de ba koda.
We will free her no kwa wo free enakra jemre wato ne ma nina. So enti kan yen hwehwe ayi system wa enka Ghana fo tiri mu bomu na nka mrantie ni abetre wo Ghana nyina ya boa wo mu ano na nka ye de body Ghana afi de ye kohwe ya bibi so de wo yenyam sumni onim se nyame sure de ma Ghana ne forest no so amfa ma ye ko but one would your friend is saying Cratchy ya wo Asante Memu. Yes, a friend I contact.
Wait to me. And they when you have been a Macau road, which your picture be brave, I said, Eddie Bow. Eddie, the and my food together say, oh, Quampa, we are you should the iron bar. I and the picture or Timos Menekas also there, my picture, my video,
sure, on the spot to the end of day, bro, or no, we won't go deep.
And I'm saying, now, man, we are born one way.
That you better cranes use free booking, because already tomato need
go for no pa. You over my obin emrebi. You
Martin, what for me, Martin?
You were samba. Prince, over to now, Kunyamana. This is my whole Jimmy. Of Albert Wall. Of Albert. Of Albert Wall. Okay. So all right, you me that's of Albert.
What you mean?
I find them and Patrometon can casta. Bamaso. All right, you and yet was so. And he say yet was so dear. My main fa a funny say. I can see you. At Bongo Timinka.
Yeah, Macabio,
how you? Oh, was that me? I feel me, but I've been Swakasa.
Yeah, I've been a casa.
Of a Kim Swakasa.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
and
we have a second round.
And yes, for Kuma Casa, be a casa. Amazado, Juma Muchi, inti. Dear Mamma, I've been.
If you are going second round, yeah, I'm the first person.
Yeah, Yen Casanisa, and Yen Santo as well. And Yabi, Yen Casa, it's you.
Yeah, Bibi. In fact, listening to for some people, when you insult people anyhow, it means you are normal, you were well trained, and so on. Do you understand? If it go against you, if it's not in your favor, you can insult people, use any words at all you want to insult them. But when it goes against you, then the person who is doing the insults is not well trained, is not cultured, and so on. Now we've seen the cultured people. Bibi, look. Yes, Akunta Shabi. I'm greeting you. Brian Acheampong has said something else again. So it is not the old one. Yeah, okay. It is not the old one. It is a repetition in a more serious form than what he said previously.
Okay.
So if such people can be tolerated, But those of us who are not holding any political position, any political power, we cannot say our mind. I leave it to those. It is only sycophants who can think that way. Somebody who has power, whatever he says, can inflame things. And those of us on the torchlight who don't have any power, we cannot say anything. Then I wonder. I'm sure Biniwa will come and speak. Biniwa, you seem to speak nicely, but today I don't agree with you on most of the things you said. You told us by your assertion that Ghana is well at the moment because it has been managed by MPP, it has been managed by NDC. So to you, it's okay, Ghana is okay simply because it's been managed in quotes by NDC and MPP. My question to you, Biniwa, is this. When you were leaving Ghana, why did you leave Ghana in the first place? And also, when you were leaving Ghana, which political party was managing Ghana? And if they were managing it well, why did you leave? Or why did you even complain? Why are you on this program if Ghana is well managed? Or is it because it is not your party in power? That is why you are talking to bring your party to power, then you are happy. Whatever they dish out to Ghanaians, it is so long as it is NDC, it's okay.
So, Abi, when people travel when things are well, some American people, they also travel. So does it mean that there is a mismanagement? Oh,
so the American people who have traveled, have you heard them lambasting America like we do?
Oh, a lot. So I said, baby, why we are moving to, sometimes most of them also moving. So people, what I want to say is that people don't travel.
Have you heard them complaining? Give me an American radio station in Finland or maybe in Ghana where I can go and listen that they are lambasting their government for non-performance.
But not a radio station, but for individuals, sometimes for some reasons. But what I want to say is people normally don't travel based on the economy is, they are not managing it well. There are so many reasons why people.
Be honest to yourself. Be honest to yourself. The average Ghanaian, the average Nigerian, the average African travels mainly for economic reasons, followed by academic reasons. Even undertone the academic reason is economic reason.
Yeah, Abi, let me say this one also.
Yeah,
I think that let's put it this way. If somebody is working in Ghana and the person is collecting, let's say, 4,000 or 5,000 Ghana cedi, which is 50 million over cedis. In this current time, we can say it's quite okay, average.
Where cedis? Cedis.
Yes.
You are earning 4,000 cedis?
Like 5,000, 10,000. Somebody's getting 10,000 as a monthly salary. In Ghana situation now, you can say it's not even good, but it's quite okay. But there might be some places the person might get more than that 1,000. So in that case, the person might move. Decide to let me move because here I can get more than what I'm getting here.
BB, you are talking of the middle class in Ghana, and some of them are our friends. Almost all of them want to leave Ghana if it is possible.
Okay.
Do you understand? Look, me before I left Ghana, I was working at the National Investment Bank. Understand? I left because the prospects.
Your situation was good, but not the best.
But the prospects were not good. Do you understand? That was why I left.
That's why we have good, better, best.
What do you mean by good, better, best? Look, all of them, whether we use the academic as a way, but the undertone, the underlying tone is economic.
Of course. So
and economic is pure mismanagement. We go through the economic because of pure mismanagement. So what Bini Wai say, oh, NDC, they've done Ghana. Why did he travel then? Because at the time he left, NDC has even managed Ghana more. Longer than any other party. So why did he leave? His party is doing well. No, look, that Brian Champo, unfortunately, we don't have the right framework of systems to deal with these characters.
So what exactly did he say?
He said what exactly he said?
Yeah.
He said they will never give power to NDC in any way. Whatever it takes for them to get power, to keep power, they will do it. He repeated this the second time. He's repeated the same nonsense, the same rubbish.
No. So if this statement, is it wrong? Is it wrong? They will never give power. And whatever they will do to retain power, is it? Or do you think there is something behind it?
Oh, so maybe it is right
for in terms of no.
So maybe it is right for you.
I'm just asking because they are in power, right? And they say they will never give power. It means that maybe they are doing something. They are working within the frame, the framework of the law.
So if they are doing something which you let them keep power, does it need to tell us? Does it need to tell us? Does it need to tell us this threatening way?
Okay, you feel threats about that statement, all right?
Oh, baby, me, I don't feel threatened about Brian Champo. This guy he cannot do me anything. I don't feel, but there are vulnerable people in our part of the world. Do you understand? Me, I'm not scared about Brian Champo in any way, any shape or form. Never. Do you understand? Never. He is not enlightened. He still got that villageness in him. Do you understand? You have been given a job as a Greek minister. You are not concentrating on doing that job, but rather you think of inflating, causing harm and havoc. We are not in the podcast, we are not holding the leadership. But when we come and talk, they say, hey, you people, you are this, you are that. But look at the position this guy is occupying. And look at his pronouncements. Look at his demeanor. Look. And you are telling me there's nothing wrong with this baby. You know what caused the Rwandan case?
I think maybe he's talking they will do something within the frame of the law.
So do
something to do the frame of the
law? You see, you are also committing the same. You are also committing the same thing. When these idiots talk, then you people are trying to interpret it to us. Tell us. Baby, you think you can tell me the meaning of what Brian Champo said more than I understand?
No, I'm not telling you the meaning.
But that is what you are doing.
Everybody is
that is what you are doing.
No.
You can misinterpret it. You can misinterpret it the way you want, but you cannot tell me what he said means.
Maybe the statement is ambiguous. So, unless he's
don't add anything. It is ambiguous to you. I don't want to say things here because I don't want to annoy you, but it could be ambiguous to you. Maybe depending. Baby, don't annoy me, please.
All right.
Please. You see, when these people talk rubbish, then you people are trying to sugarcoat it. You try to present it nicely. Sometimes they even tell you slip of tongue. This Brian Champo, who is there? Can he say something slip of tongue? Somebody who want to steal our hotels by lying with paperwork. Do you think he doesn't understand what he's saying?
Okay.
So you people should stop trying to cover for these people. And the position is occupied. Should they ooze out this rubbish, this nonsense? But I don't blame him. Because under this useless Akufo-Addo government, everybody, any Tom, Dick, and Harry is giving any position. Because this Brian Champo is not fit to be given the position he's occupying. Do you understand? He's not fit to be given the position he's occupying.
Yeah.
But because he was appointed by somebody who himself is clueless, Akufo-Addo claims to be a lawyer. If he's a lawyer, I'm sure he would have held Brian Champo to account by now. But hey, who cares? He doesn't care.
All right. Okay, Abi.
So, Billy, when you come, please come and answer me,
Right.
because you see, when you become so fanatical, you lose your sense of reasoning, and we are seeing it from this so-called NDC, MPP. I don't know. I don't want to use it.
But I'm surprised that Bremwa is saying that MPP have managed the country well.
It's about NDC, MPP. They've managed Ghana well, so he's happy. Simply because since that is what we have, they've done well. So whatever they've brought Ghana. So I don't understand why he will go to a radio station and complain if they've done it well.
All right. I think
even where he is, the government is still criticized.
Okay. Yema Akoshi so think up here.
Bibi mame yinti.
And Akwesi Yesu was saying, Akwesi, you see, the reason why you were put off, you were almost put off wearing traditional things, why I don't go there. Let me tell you my experience. When I was I think around 16 or 17, I bought a made in Ghana sandals. I wore that the very first day I wore that sandals. It rained. People, it rained. Look, if I take one step, the sandals is stretching like a rubber. Every step I take, the sandals is stretching like a rubber. Since then, no way. And even my cousin I was telling was, I told you that I was my mentor. Lee called me and said, my friend, don't be wearing these things. Oh. Since then, anyway, Bibi, go on.
Okay. Yeah. So me the baton among.
Yo,
Auntie, yeah.
And a better Papa Smile sounds so on a panabis summary tea. And then you are so macasina. Tiasana metna kunyam making submission, Sana by to be a dance, tell my message and so the face of the Bisayana. You said in questions and answers, and yet what I agree, and you said the Oman so ever. Now, Misha is free baby. Now, only I be about a Brian Champers. And say, oh, say for best 5 years in the match cap assembly about justification. Yes. Justification, ya debia, be no one says want to justify. So we within you, we are born some way, Yakupon, be peer was as to be actually with my judgment the entire way. And now we are going to say, what because you say, if I phone took a sense, like common to know what can say, no. But a man say, and yet come down to the so you're going to say. So I arm robbers a bit, I just for the entire or an arm robbing a wokum because on the sono or bushia. Two news or junk on my Yabanese position was with the engines on so on. It's a common day, a Juma one, a Juma one inch, say you're going to say. So we share Brian Chapel, some can Missy, yeah, America say, Yakusku, yeah, and a bomb. One will be a one who's war bomb. Hardly. I dare also who say, as some of Brian Chapel can, there's nothing ambiguity about this ABI. And then I can say, you need 31 years ago near war or Bonu family GB's one, and then you'll be at here, say. As some of Canadian, just say, it's almost impossible. I said, it's an NDC craving on farmer, and so say, ye teach the moon. Wakabako, we a second one oka. So that's it. It is a Kobasana. Won't say the Biana me, the person say, I didn't call we are cancer. Uncophobia, your one more from Peace Council, or mono, so over to Mukadisabia, NDC na baso ye nyina maka science or observation obi a was as bia or yes science baby onu so yes said ye my mama mote omuton kobi ni momo ne no omo ye economics ba that's the most important part of economics economy microeconomics no mo ye no but the about me am question ya macro nti na omutimi the economy because we didn't kujia makolo won be kira wo law and supply ni papa among demand and supply ni papa asama okere nyina na se eyo na so hu obi o the peace council what want to amonka Christian council omukra munye Christian tirede kwa na omko council obi omunka hwe Pentecostal ni Islamic world obia can to let my vote can occupy Nemo ekobasa ya dara sar ko kai adet en na bnin wa be kanu wo bo bi blues operate wo onka hwo wo riati ya o se ni adet na wo retaliate so that say enti se obia be kasa asem we ne se ye benya ko fa just be enti ya wo kasa asem na se krono de bebo eniti no bi su kasa se branch abo se sa na o ka de ono so ni ni hotel no wedding cash ansa na no kra na yahye no on the echo radio ne ma Rwanda 94 no omo yi ne ba genocide ne ba between the Hutus and the Tutsis radio so na the akwano kagejagum Hutu for mo okay for ne ba Belgium for ba omo ni Tutsi for na be yi on ko hwe kra Tutsi for omo hwe kwa ye point December for no and a mom who to for the Modia before pa Modia abroad, and a son after the Nahutu for no come to him come to Namco after the Omusha said this kind granted a coyuja or Muniano. It has some by Chambo can say, you serious country at least or say Yanko from Siedi or a question, but also Jamaica institutions now, and yet dying yes you rules and regulations in the teacher minor any human resource no only the most so on far apply once you can't agree memo de so say me pa about to MPP to me win na IS the na bit mako but what the my NDC win your own better peace consequences say from wo afi na ombe koko radio station aka say na enye we na wan enye wo makese na ye Ghana na say bien into continue you Yedi ni kwa na ehu no ade hu sa adwo no pe de ti afa o se uje ma o ye de hwe enye yi won sa sama branch abuka obi su send the hotel no so mu de won de GPS kwa de obo fun so obo won so ma kwose no ansa no ma che no na do you think say branch abuka you will be in power forever say me a great minister forever we call you grand people news go no bi kwa attack no because obi won so de ne ono oni NDC ono oni MPP name or pepper pie enti no be yi send background pro na pe de na Ghana ho ato so that's it eti bulletproof no cannot no enti ho order say they obesi form na no enye na former second lady atameze ye na obi anko ne fie akọ attack no enti nipa ne wo ye hwan obi ebetima ba ho no enti enome bi wo ha mamie you see condemn because politicians for no omo ye politicians say ye ne de bia na omo kan na omo say ye be omo nya kokwa be explain ya be just by saying omo yes no na so bia be kan na ambiguity a wiase nkwa say ne ye betena it has somehow can he meant it not in the good way in the bad way say akwa say the chinchire twan you may hand over power any I may hand say obi ewini when may hand over power. No one over power send the next say dictators in the bano and then the cool needs military rule san man e say I won't hand over power even though say I've lost. The mummy and share no maybe e no ma. Ye toss me and bibi and no me cost Ghana. Hadwen makasa sika wo Ghana no papa sika wo Ghana papa. There's no way say aban kai ekra no ukoje bisia agaban say kakra bi ekoje so ye de so. Bibi na mika say hemophilia uko Komfanoche the second largest teaching hospital in
and not just ampasi at Tiscaso.
What's it Tiscaso?
Those is Ghana.
This is Ghana.
Then the only ampasi at Tiscaso.
And no Ocasi at Tiscaso no the background I covered on the
castle. And there's one what Tiscaso was come
there. Grandpa.
Enya for oba no de no ye. Also between scan meboa. Aha, it will say it is caso no. Or no, and the money in yachum no. Or see it discuss obi or opposition or see it discuss a comedy. But oba and no or cotes can go and you have got the comedy Eddie more.
Tell see it that's what is.
I ain't no yachum no, and then or casasem no. So, some people because say what are the greenhouse and yet now
I said the same thing also can say guys go Ghana pa. Eh, but there's some more kind one.
There be some me back me Minya, the interminya chum say, Mikasi it's a comedy no, me medi akunya enkoye the opposite. That's the difference. Or no see it is casual, also and when opportunity na bano, and also corner okofa akunya krakosi SUV him say Yafan Kukumasemano. Or no pan or tiscaso. So that's here. Ain't the ambassador can say, so can only a Bible or say, yes, a Utia Semino, we are 70 years for no, and no man was ampa. And that's the definition of Nyachum. Hypocrisy say, Pharisee for say, oh, a humida memo be a yejuma. There's a do humida and yes, humida and say, Mukram, Mutedito, Mabu Quato, a Bromana Mukoyi, and so be the Okoyi, the Moses Watomra. Aha. It is also discussed or buy and or better can more. Bibi say no me koso, especially say who share no me because nina health and normal. And a healthy nation is a wealthy nation. So when is Gakwana so apomodin unya malaria na aka sakakran na ikono wo de ko hospital na mo obenye skano obenya malaria malaria 5 million in Africa under 5 years but more than 500,000 ewu are they preventing disease no BBN say and a year from a year kind of say a hemophilia association no so BB so wouldn't yari hemophilia a very rare disease and say emoja no say be a bibitra wa emoja na clot and you're part of the blood they find platelets no omana ko sewing machine o nyavo body or your intelligent designer or the sewing machine a emoja ni say bibitra wa platelets ne nko no mo fa apane ne ahoma no maso but omo hemophilia no a rare hereditary disease so they tell say emoja mo ade o papa no ma me obi ne ade a obi so betmenya bi enna akoba say a draw a friend prophylaxis just say a preventive treatment and I say we'll take action to prevent the disease and yes happen over disease in the prevention because prevention is better than cure. It's one was there in the momo drones or momujano say bibitra mo and a bit more clotty among ne was a seal was as bibitra was in a seal you seconds now body no nyakopa program ne eso but mo dey they try one platelets need to be pam blood in clotty it's a mo dey betme to o metme wu and almost betme internal bleeding akose damage to omo tissues need damage no tissue organ and no brain cry no betme nya brain blood injury or say mo dey to no metme wu and confonochi sisi akoba say hemophilia patients are experienced for due to shortage of medication. Medication na yebet mam dia mom na say they try one na nyina a shortage. The entire shortage na say a year FDA the Ghana Hemophilia Association attributes this to shortage to delays in import permit processing by the Food and Drugs Authority for donated drugs. Yeah, I don't know what the chief donated. Wo Ghana so sumre mu a Ghana Revenue Authority no ade bi a medical bi a free a donated bulletin. And because so e tax. And the company they do have of course you give 10. Once for the past 6 months ago, ya cost had a woman a drone in here a young man for can half and a container menu. I didn't free no say yen 10 call you know will be there the chair said ye did a vaccine COVID vaccine chair yana ye did for the same Ghana. So we are dear we to mean delay. Idea you wouldn't say war confonochi, you will managers war, wouldn't say draw you besa, we ain't cry, say idea for a catcher, dear say, I didn't tell them, yet ever had yet delay, and Nutino say, the Abana say, Omutimin yet, Omuni enough a drone, because almost more train a drone abba. A drone is run a process of any process you, it's a next war him with feeling even, and when you to a bit 2 hours over a drone is a shorty. I shot but you was careful about was careful to do so many to secure every Ghana. Pamisi Bibu ko share. year idea friend money laundry app no question sika free Ghana pa ye de call tax haven Luxembourg year America Isle of Man Jersey year Cayman Islands you will sika to say where ye and last week I want to say for the dialysis for Zuzu I bind the omoka 4 million and kofo we na after that man coach here and now we are buying say above 60 and 80 or coach am say this sikanin ko ye and this is why dialysis and this why omutimi ni machines no dialysis machines say me say dialysis machine ni bonye din bibi ni bonye din and do $10,000 grampo ababetima to be 1,000 so say galam say wo say nkofo nye kidney you see you scale bitima but bibi waka say you will see scan bebre you will see scan so entini management itina nkroma no meka say independence day okan no first stanza na paragraph na no ka say bitima yesa no menyina we need change of attitudes and minds and only the empathy they say the black man anya san nkroma and then nkroma kan Ekumanim say you cannot manage your affairs if you don't have the right mindset. So, ain't in bibi and yanom life needed diagrono. You only have one life to live. At the end, is say away ye a buying Australia. Confonoche ne colebumina, almost soon na upon a filter. A whole teaching hospital, and no more lacking no need, and oko. And this you see 111 a hospital here debana. I just it's work social was hey say it here. Ponko cry ye to me can ali ni who jobless ye to mu cry risk was going to grana they be sports allies grana or move it now after would go train with you. Bibi when no me bia. Me yem far sa o politics ni be shame because won nim ade ebesi hemophilia a rare some remika say na Miss Wanya Bien, because they don't see a short in Kakana one. I know Craponia, ye be political cause, no Mukra or Umpinicono, Omoma, and yet Sadin Binia, the mom, Ube Bibi Chow, say, Ube believe to that. And noon a year prophylaxis and say, Yen chairman won't blink to more drone to say, a drone core system no more janabit American, as I say, when ya a BB a bit more abwa. Places and it is we try wa na say enya fina ukon medu eno bet my day I am and this my friend the prophylaxis no preventive treatment it is say woko kan krowaka ta me dem see social media na my and then ultimi end na ukwa obo say da honom and say o mabeka doctor no so or doctor doctor ya operation so lab so abe for so ampa no me course no etino na de ewo ho no bibi ye kwaso asese sita no me kwos bibi sese no he no me kwaso mi se teacher for no hwe teacher obi no asese so enye teacher ni na chena de teacher for chere ntino omo moto ni chere say all professionals can boast but the teacher taught them all say teacher wo fie say teacher wo abonten obi na be kira wade ama ye mechanical engineer ni wan na ye de bon ho adwa no Bibi your teachers are much idea or training colleges. They be a teacher for a babontinas or more year them say, you or my yacha, my dear no. A bimu, no more banemu teacher for them, quasia for, and a mama kitchen was row. Teacher for no much of my dear no. Naja teacher for the Musu no more company, a fossoba, and conform you know on swag. The Muslim or mine, a year fair wages, salaries in any labor commission. On one night, yet is some more protected work alone. This is the dominance for government. No more. I'm not quite judging the teacher for a Muslim classroom. I bambi to John Pound. Bibi, where dear teacher for a catcher by say, or more, I can say, or more a secure so much teacher for, and no more a condition. Enya die etwa yi intino sese ne denka yentu omayi mamo ena mu nyina omko demonstration na yese omko ena ye ko arbitration omko arbitration no ena yese aban wudi for enti sese die corner court you know ono ne final one no ono ye ya yensa nko for appeal ni saa de no biem ono ye final arbitration ye kwa ye nko for saa de no biem ena omko ya payment of 1 month salary ni sa no me twama no ya ko set awie o but aban say on implement it National Labour Commission's arbitral award na orders na yedema yakano. National Labour Commission no on behalf of teachers say aban koye sade no we yenko appeal biam yenko code biam aban say onye. And a teacher for demonstration. Teacher for demonstration aban say July payment June on chia or salary. Let's teacher for the code demonstration say ye did not matemo. And then more Labour Commission on behalf of the constitutional mandate say Labour for farmer any work can know. Ya court arbitration we advance obey to my pass on ye. Na a teacher for this is own child we advance on tree. System because school for the answers or more. Omunya says in the scores of students have left for home, while the few remain on campus are demanding closure to ease the burden of rent, feeding, and other costs. The students say they have almost given up hope of their teachers returning to the classroom anytime soon. According to them, the prolonged strike has disrupted their academic activities and strained their family. On the rippling effect, no. A teacher first, while we are Ufana, won't me graduate. While by the say, you chose Usikanya, Ashiegu, teacher for instance, and that the DBA, the Dio, and the way the case, with the same amount for them, wow, Unmakin, Kaya, arbitration every. Nya de bia obi abitima for so bia se wonko yi says almost say aban so mutwem kam do monko enya hwe aban fanisika after all no dey you so yema aban kra nya ya kakra na aban na wodi e kra mutumi cha de kra na 8 months salary away so muti enya akoko hu bi dan ya omewu enti almost say aban omna ma prince ye ntwa mama ba obenya nkofo jasify ade ye teacher for and the teacher for no mudue bododo mo be cha de ye teacher for say ye omo na kosu akwa certificate omo de do make bi omfanye omo ti bibi enoma ekoso no na de kakra meka na sana abotu na yempa kakra so na yenko de aka ni nyina de wa ko online a se nimu a obehu se wo ho na se eni ho na wo de aye me de misim de nyame se ne social media na ba se kai ubonu fm de ne ye kan ya buka se bia uni radio station bi wa wo pe akenkan no wo ko online a obehu se de meka nyina na wo ho na wan kasa komiki wo wan kasa inform ti me ba so anopa no na ye chairman ye papa no nu se na Joseph ho ye papa ye ejatwum zuzu ho na me hu sa akosi Yesu ti na ti ye besha se ye bono ye kono ye fana with cause ye water to go with the jumedi ya se ye die enti ejatwum so ho a ma menton ka na
hello
you ejatwum ti say this is about say yeah can say abosumi so okoje 19 billion cedis because this is every week be okoje be 4 million and you say enu na year and you tum no Mr. Obi say enye boni say ye bank okoje after all wo abochi kwan say credit kwan na phone pay wo debit kwan ye but you tum say says sika ye koji uji say yemfa bibi ntu so na de ne betima ya aban betimi use sika na so use because sika mo je ne de bia mo je na otwe bia nso no enkofo se mo se de nwa ma enkofo kra se tax kra na mo twa o mo se mo twa tax de da uji say de ne betima aka aban na watime use sika okoje bisia na ye anase bia ye timabu ye hungry enough say ye be call for transparency and probity anase ye nja ne sa na identity na in your 50 years of doing politics identity na ebasa
well as we enjoy me one na maka da say yen nipa na e pray before ya Ghana for e kan no we are congenital lies makano severally and we are number 1 na say yeah anibie aba we are behaving your behavior ni nyina no obaka say 15th century Europe, the dark and middle ages of when Europe is so dark education in my and so and education about most of the political leaders are Ghana what would you not call school which I would what send me UK US so they know there are good templates about as a template, a good governance, examples, around. And to say, your type of politics, I hear cool car if renewal,
and nekra abobose kakra. Ama for the past 32 years, 2 political organizations, MPP and DC, have run the whole country into the ground. And the only politics are pure criminality and one way. Because it never happens anywhere in the developed world, in this life. Look at a country like Vietnam, Southeast Asia. America fought to show almost 25 years a bubble, Nepal gas, Nipa Viet Cong for some ran and Kwame Nkrumah, or negotiate a peace deal, 1966. CIA for the young Ekabo Mutuno. Or man America to 2 bombs, Saigon. And next they see because Saigon, a couldn't try anyone in negotiating peace, Woman works so hard, good governance. Woman is self-sufficient in agriculture, highly industrialized. Opa Ghana in the marketplace, and more bags of rice made in Vietnam. And to the audience in Ghana, on my end, to quite a so make up for bombs. I can see ya bombo. Woman produce rice if you are a marketer because they've got the right caliber of leaders. Okay, what can I do too many? Ghana are so okoji busiabi. A dear no day. So coming to me, Busa said, now buy no meaning kind that what the car can't you over one. Abana says can roam the Koyana. And now. Woman can't say, or may Mubaha, despite Sika Bibri by Ajano. In Tiniana, a charming sort, Yenyanoma, a tea abuchi. Ya, what was that? Ghana have a Biaba Fabia potholes in foot through. Abuchi crew beard who are pothole, what baby ada. United Kingdom, Canada, Germany, USA, baby. Wouldn't stick workers or wouldn't glasses or mirrors. There's a reliable public transport, train, buses on the ground. Hospitals, schools in the community, policing, street lighting. Bibia no pedua we be yo. It's in a meme no yen ko yen be yo. What you got how peduma? You say ukuteska we your bad. You say ubi no da. Abutre ko biedo naka minu be no na wo free Kumasi ko America. Wo peduma we be yo. Yen nyina meme ya be yo. Am about retirement ko abronia ben tua be ka musimi bia komise da be wo. Ghana ha wo ko pensioner. Yes, pensions. So what are you telling me? This is governance? The airports were Ghana, and yet it is Canon Contiano. Maybe there's no Busamia. Minim dear, the Koyawan country, and you pay congenital lies and that wickedness and we tribute one more Chesicano because you have find your roads, you have and provide street lights, you have building hospitals. Yeah, we are to be coho, schools, papa. And the public transport, a bit chrome has it. You had the trotro, except a war car. And she can be bad, Musiani grants and Yate from which and Wahifa. Why is the country keeps slipping into the ground? Me, it worries me. So, Busabi, there, me, minimum. You can't yet, Obi, and who the Eddie's can you, that's it. And they the political class in one boot to no my fun. That is why. And I am so. You're ignorant. You're so a very sad situation. Why?
Yeah, that's over two. So the final ones in it. Come on, my. Akwasi.
Yay, Wumba.
Now to say.
Nyamia don't go.
You also the final was made a year would be talk about a car. Some year to say. Make kind of mean say na make ABC da kwesisi e be say
I would check it no we are because be obi na ya stamp
oh they same dey ya kan one sem ya opportunity kra be kebi on kra be ka covid lebi ya ji 1% na is okoto yi in cateboga kra ya beje eti na me hwe no say eh na we nyina ye software film pa just say na make no eni kwa say I am for comedy abro say omo me iska cost 200 and something plus. Now we shall live ye kikabuma. Just say, let's say, I'll say, you want a port or cry to Michelle. Now, see, and yet, I mean, I was a mature, me see, levy young or Maginiano. The aliens are going to squander it. And was what you were here. Obeka said, Mills crab by honum. Oba Cocasa Baco, Cacran Abdomotis. Now, I was in a dear bear question. A woman say, Yen share the tax in a year. Any levy in the teacher Monday. Now, which we are, don't you say we have too many nuisance taxes and levies? etimi ma ye port ni competitive because ba o mess on dey say yen twen ma won be president sana ye ne Togo de no aye parity abranso wo obitimi ya compensate grandpa grandma ye eti ya de no hu ni say se ne ndimi ye port no adwuma because we de ano hye de ye hia sika de no so
Yeah,
am
but
say
my own said there be a car. Almost say will be in a say my person or the could see our na in good terms and all that. And I buy with buy. I'm so sad. It's a 15-year-old. So say and some who here. And then me start to make us know. Me can say most of these leaders know me who say on say adwene no say the nyamesi boy say the is nye adwuma mfa na nye no na I'm say too much she wunti Jimmy no ne nkrase 7 no edo because bomba o share the import duty we ye mako 18 ana o the sokolafia be treatia na enchen kra no eno so enyam be ka ho but say we ready a wa wo hwe African Union import levy one vehicle examination eno kra the COVID-19 have
echo was me me who
because
say
we be say mod
ye de komo wan
network charge one network charge bebre import VAT special one there be bomba say better na bobo chronos after there be am catch us say we as obi abewu say uji seska we na sika na estenka hospital ho baby ese koye mankrofo obi kwa unya hospital bed papa bi so da na yetimi de to machine ene ma ekọ awo so bomba de obi free afa yin beto ma ekọ awo so mo ma biem enya asem ketwa na kwabrane waje we nyina yehunu na de akoto V8 a ebere na hu beto nti yade no say bo mo na mo kwa buruchi na mo mawu ya because ade esenka wodi sika ne yema obi hu tono no o de akoto V8 de na bomba de me manifesto mo kenkan nyina so no me hunu obia ban bia no we na dwen say abrabo na ye bono yes obia won a choice and preferences but who ye leader pa na who ye current minister wo do ba kwotena buruchire ebeden na oyirim nyina gwa buruchire ebeden na crabity school dem na ebia otibiase a wanya atenka bi de ama akwara na wote honom no because wo nyina gwa buruchire what ofie mo mutim ho ebeden na hospital amanfo gu fom a wo wanya atenka de ama no oba eti oyirim gwa buruchire ko hospital papa me hunu aban bia ne manifesto all can say in my government oba sato otimu bi system no otimu bi ene ufri mu 4 years na meko na ufri say obeko that's fine but in my government in there because me say me who say Joe Biden afa ne baby say onko Dubai and onko school ewo baby a obunyina timu bi ti system no so obo na bo a ebo bi so tias here em say me nya hunu obi a oka sansem na manifesto mo kan no bomba de me hunu
import list your import duty, special import levy, 2%. Ghana Export Import Bank levy. Import VAT, network charge, Ghana Shippers Authority fee, Ministry of Trade and Industry fee, Ghana Health Insurance Disinfection fee, network charge, Get Fund levy, network charge, National Health Insurance levy, COVID-19 and COVID-19 at the end you see Abani Grandma declare no or go for the kind or J levy no. And another network charge, COVID-19 health recovery levy. 2 times your COVID-19 is our network charge. Vehicle examination fee, ECOWAS levy, African Union import levy, import, it is a national health, network charge VAT, Ghana Education Trust VAT. Who should be being because for just a duplication and triplications. Just at the end, open to me in Konya Tam Granny, who constitutes a Yebenya and Obibe and not the entire year. Hey, you.
Yeah, also, and say we know we sa niama we are a Google so pa dem it won't be some say go my you will be pa say they want resources pa bomba de say enye amamofo a anka mi su kono ma be de wa bruchiri so hu ka meba bruchiri a bia vacation bia na bia bia me to ama dusia bi so yeah no say be tra ha ba be hostel we have everything. We have everything. Emma a nipa kase nipa eto. Na no be bisa question. Be for me no obi anu a wetima yima no. Say wo tia brochire o. Wo kofa abakra free Ghana ba. Aban say ne dia no age. Wa ma ne ye tua bi ye ma ya wo mo. Ye tua bi ka bebre e wa ha. But minim Ghana ya wo akra to wo nye e wo Ghana wa. Bisa hu say benefit by ne bo sa akra na ya wo ne ne. no wonder say this ministers ne yiri nyempe na waswan na me hu say government bi omo ba manifesto bi anu a omo ka do say we are government official na we are current year me okwa wo abrocha kwa dey nti abede na hospital ye discount omo ye ni yie so sure me abrocha ameti say me senator your friend JD Vance any you can say Sheraton me who say JD Vance say ne yiri nyem what fan di ni free a eko UK say okwa wo no akwa giwe because the old office said system no hospital they have good hospitals so what you here what media me hu enema solutions ni enema e make Ghana no me who said none of these are none I was so disappointed. I'm telling you in John Mahama Sasama Koka say Accra free SHS here can want some more criticize say MLK must for the whole Ghana and quite university we start between been just here and a definition you know so some of them feel Canada way Canada the solution that we need a bit mabuano almost to top so in fact Ghana condition warms is here and there masa we are Ghana near that's all real I'm telling you so there also kind of crime make condition warms is here no because party I was why be a person omo person but instead of it's not encouraging so change them more my question I say omo my come match position afa obia o match we catch position in crowd just say do omo be dri no mafru any do omo be na omo dwene ho eti bomba de me de to me the anything that be make say me de me aha ana ma betra me bomba brabo with this condition I'll be for coming koga on koga what trend do
we listen kran no kra take be 3 or 4 and na yesi ye ni draw for hemophilia for ye ni entimi for anti levy eni ni me say e cost support national health insurance levy na ye you need the dialysis machine. You need way. It says can a national says can a coin.
That's this machine I saying, but ask yourself. Go to Google and type it. That one dialysis machine, I don't know yet. One of the most expensive one. No plan. It's not up to $10,000. It's not up to $10,000. One of the most expensive. Dialysis machine doesn't cost $10,000, but and then
separate. Me who am say, hey, we ain't na nkofo wu Ghana. Ne bo nya demba kuma ko kwenti na omo toto biese so mfie no. Ayi perifo no omo what kidney problem what toto biese mfie ne ye run.
I don't want to be too fierce na nya adwuma set you. Last we now say papa run person obi say me say say obi me now say o carry me search na bi obeba ye be bobo mu yie. So ebe bobo mu yie ebe to abai bomba de make my catch say the amount of money ye be to gu Ghana bonte so at V8 ni cash akese ahemfo ebe $6 billion ya ye ko share no IMF for no $6 billion na ye call IMF
printed for ne politicians almost them since they don't my print t-shirts now my coach China now is the largest economy to say it is kind of come China for printing ama Ghana printers for you to say what the anya shukra politician mu print t-shirts ne be no omo fi omo obi cry dinka na me anka se mi senior Farouk Aluma ama be enye no ko rebranding for in TV no mi senior na ye wo Major Kruku watch about school so etin ko for din kan
no e jambo a Friday bia ye ba me ba kan trebu onu ma ye nuanum srimfo no kan na I say you sound tribalistic but
ko di TV ezo ko hwe bebi omoti eni aja
just omu guaban omu ba no omu beti kasa ne pe waka enkran de sikapa ne krono a enkofo we ono omu de te ho me de bomba de me kan nyane say no ye kwaje bosia $6 billion and buy it abato a ye betui bomba de be say car meto ne sika be che asofofo so do mu ho agim say asofofo do mu ho agim we na be wini we ene be ye say ye beto aba bia ana nyam kopon kasa kire wo mu say we ene be wini but so mu kom ho abom pa ya na aka no kra kire nipa no omu ene na mo no omu dia ye say what say my we mu e be na obi nton ni fie so otu kwan it's not say obi onu ma enye say bia sika ni ho. But the corruption in it, ni baby yare, oko hospital, edro, okita National Health Insurance Scheme, parani yamano, unti obewa ongu. So just here, acquiring nine, until what you day, or so free say okay, and you remember, Abroche for rented apartment that they live a comfortable life. You don't need to buy a house in Abroche to to prove that you live in a good life. So what you say? All no say when you baby 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, you in a team apartment. They work the music as some bibia kama. The yeah. The portrait coach him ko Bosnian team they share on Ghana. But my uncle for teacher.
Every year you're spending $4 billion $4 billion go Ghana.
Yeah. And go Sika afa tap send. Sika afa system mami yehunu my uncle for biblia on Ghana.
MoneyGram for crowd dada. MoneyGram for munim dada. Mimi nya
Ghana 30,000 why you what they call
Ghana economy na nikwa na aboma cedi na I appreciate kakra.
So okoka Bombardier tia brochire so class no omuti say ye ni say e wa bro ye ni say e ka say to aba we have to vote contribute to Ghana economy. Me who be that? Yeah, FDA we see. Ubeko obi afon so. Sika won sending man abusuan for. Enyas aban bi anu a wetimi ayes ade bi. That's why I say yentimi e make decision e wo Ghana
say World Bank for say yeah says can yan ba Ghana for bebre beko ekomo. Ye na sisi e schools. Ye see hospital employment e man company tia o. Eti san ko for nyan mo yi a woni ana ke besi ebusuan which will be seen in the dan can ya jijis can who crown yakora will be soon what butcher na de ko physical de ko na what be a me crami me sika
abomana who can answer some people and then say na me young people na me young people me no or say who dey who can obi tinchen ya na me say me crowd me ja because I na radio so kasa ebi obi ti baby o na obi tie wa o be ka say bia wo crowd no
wo be dependent there na just wo sika pe na wo enya wo den
so it's too much. Enti bomba ye besre we dabia meka obi anu a wa fa ne chance yan ko gina MPB wo say mamaduane ni wa mamaduane ni ade mewu enema am wo se bo se mo be ye ni leaders no especially aban we I don't know bomba there what disappointed me kakra so enu tira ma do ma so no ne nsem na nka me pe enema bi a me hunu say utia fu say yes asem we there but me nim omo ko tretre sa de man ko ma na I don't think say you carry with that. I trying to call side level 100 now. Say if real, say lono. It's already going on. I'm for already benefiting from that. It's not something that here a dianing. So and you near boo said a dianing. Unipa I'm sorry. Miss sorry yeah me nidi me. But me home say it me. So when you
John Mama say you know the banner a bogus. Didn't you want say level a first year for you would train and crown of a Smith in 300 million cities and yes kaketwa my economy in ye juma say come in ye juma and I will forbid me ashe omuma that is the
I think say bia o saba bi yeah because
yes also a Ghana a scholarship loan for no and then the bia na because say mini alawan enya adwene no because one man no teacher training for a next training for no muji diploma and no say inform call a degree and man so share say who konya ko degree any na or so ko loan and nothing obi wo me obi ko University of Ghana UCC Kenos ni omuji loan no but who so say ye mo who ye degree and now who say ye mo alawa aba na ko share man no oni so o ko kan obi say e di ko say alawa na de man cry against the constitution ye man say who ye degree a etina adetine eti obi say omo tech no omo akosu aban say ye nyina ye degree for ye nyina ye adetine me de me koji loan na later ne de me volunteer no one was or ye ma me no ye betima gene normal na loan so a compound interest e ready na obi de bi e say on the ye man alawa on koji loan eti ye na ti say me hu ye plus na ye say subtracting na ko zero back to origin so hu enti agosi meda wase emenity no
ba bombe me duma no si no
10 seconds
bomba na on say mahama on sa okada nkitikiti na ya no oka no bomba de ye ntanse o na on say sa ne ho na yi no me pese me tenase na ye dwehwe aduma ni Ghana ho me ko Ghana yi yade a sa praje ne yi ye aduma pa monfo efa kama enti no say ye ntitie bi ne de o mo befam na ya regulate na aboa because bomba de enumre duru a ese se aduane si table so emfa wo ne adwuma a wo ye sa wo te bank o say ye den o boso me so a bills need to get paid enki say obi free say omo betimi aye sa pragiane me ana pragiane na say ye 3 we no eno kwa na me pɛ no because me sa moto we no kwa na Rex be say pragiano and we speed no wo form kakra such as speed no ntese motor no
but the way I can once me say I say we have to regulate it properly and yes be here dey no regulation no
yeah
omo tricycle abobo ye omo share helmet and then most omo share helmet because they regard it as a motorcycle.
You train omo ye papa you train omo you know about way na enya fan highway but inner city no say Kumasi Kumasi na but yem untimi mfa motor in sequence say wo do obi free Korongo eko Kumasi motor there be ye chewa ye betimi do what but Kumasi area na suburb na no ahodo swami ni we na no betimi aboa kwama amanfo dey anya sika kakra it is the police na nka ho no obo ho yie no ye you know wasa ko say no kra
say 100 dey abobo ya ne prage be ko me na ide na bi da bi na oni bi me say
exactly
Cameroon in Nigeria mo yi o
enti do mama we dey say mia mama wa pa ba nza bi no wa ba ko ka say do mama say young
me baba sa de no me see ye regulating na yi ni e de say car maybe by kwana
number plate what time no nti why me dey man was into we have
the number plate and na ye normal episode we say bia prime numbers that's in namoko ni nyina we na e regulate traffic but we see etna say eno nti na ye Ghana national development plan wo ye plan sa no nyina pragia omo lane ye twa mark no ultra kran ye beje fan en resist kama ye but we dia obeko CBD central business omo nyina ego edum no nyina ego no omo nyina ego yenye nisa enti say mama beka regulation on chem what kind of regulation enti na me I Alex na ye regulation ye say ye try wash your helmet aha ye nko ha ye so hu na nye sa de ne de bia no ayi ba de omuku nipa se obia sa yi no ukoto say ono kasa tricycle ayi no ukotwe na niti apeche asabi ni brain nyina yi a we have to protect themselves ni entimi regulate ti ade ne yi ni yenye yenja no free range obia nya ne de me kono na me ko wa he obeso kasa okay
prince
aha kakakra na yenko yenim
efa
and then your question and answers at the end when na what you be say and I say still was also now no a journey when a most sponsor and sell and for edge den and agro
bakutie Brian asina no kan ho asem I think say wasa abeka bi
oh send the end ne kan you second one can in so nkofo so justify say bibia e okay ti I don't know say obi antimi kasa asem na yenko enuma
the telling say on say what the verse I say what the be and what they took Ghana for so because what can be to say a quite biara you be first will be winning you be winning 2024 elections now we also a chino sa kasa yen kanisa kwan biara no aye befa so e win 2024 election no e kwan biara chese mo na mo tie akunya no so Ghana for nyemo pena no beta ye to apom enya wo pena de gina na wo de kan de wo kan obi na wo ye bibie ena wonya ama wonya akunya se be kasa kire saafo no wo to oba ma enu an wo se be kasa kire mo se ye se kokoto oba eti adwuma ye no a bo hwe adwuma ye no mon sai den enye mu gidie ne nsan to oba na eba enimu yim no de to oba ye mo san to oba ma ye no wo sa ba be gina simpie so san fokwanya bi so adane adwene se asema boye huni obo wonu hunu se enam so mama kwan omu tie mu nura bi a wo man hwehwe mu no mo de to oba ma mu nti no yen san fokwanya bi so na yemebom hu ehu na wo mu enkoto oba ma ya na se de meti no menti ase because say obi abepa adwuma mawa na wo obi amawa adwuma se ye ma na wo ba be ka asema kire ne se adwuma de ma no ma ye ne yie no na wo be gina so na wo se ka asem bi se sa de hu bi e be se ni mu a e be ka as omu do party ni nti no omu pe party ni nti no be ka asem a e be to makoma so a omu be dia tum se nkofo wanu mu die je betimi e dia akoma na se ri ato omu so no wo say catch one no say ebia wo ma no mo kasa ebia na amamu no buye no mampe ebia wo no mo kasa no o do mo to ma emre bi no ebia ne de o mampe ebi so mo pɛ so mo pɛ kwa so no a eni esa wo kasa na wo kan a wo nyansem ene ahobrasie mu no yen kasa sa because enya kunyedie ena ye de wunya ye eyi nipa bi na kotu ekodi ayi ekodi ayi eso ahomache ene ekoto ba mo se mo na ejidi se mo na mutuma ye de ahwe ayi Ghana agudie so ene Ghana ne nkankro so enti ne yemfa ba we se yemfa ayi ade mamu da mo hwe so aba ye beto ababiem edi enim ye se be kasa kire ye no no aye to ba no wo kan se say yes here na akwa say akunyadie bi ene abedu yaso ena chenchina na abusua ba kono ye wo mu ni kwan komunya kwanya ba kokora so mu de mutodi adi akunya no so na me de bia me ka say me die sanke to me nkwa mi o hina me ka say yidia ama Ghana fo nyina be hunu say sa MPP ni NDC no ye hi mu biemu a anka won kanye topic kran ko say discuss you Prince when the topic crowd, when you some topic consecutive, a bit wasted time crowd platform you saw who see and discuss it that. Now, Ghana for I never push I say, and you might go party a part your pentia. I want to say, the circle to about the moment, why and as a wine. Say 2 political parties will be and you go to deputy any ahodimu, and you buffoon, and no, or young one, ye can any can dear. Oh, I can wait and can some we can or can discuss it. Can who say the Omano and do baby was it timid sayaba. But you can't catch us all. What more by the woman chair and no more man tem Jenny see any bria. Baby, you do not. South Coast was near Duno. And need time to shout at all. And you time to show these 2 parties say. Sa emrena no mo ba we can come some I say ye before post na we bomo we no bomb with some in the twemu na anka ba omi nko just simply so e mo nya crowd be risa anka mahama nko just simply so enya crowd be risa anka this time ko mo kwa akanipa tu otun ko mo gita ho no but mo say Ghana enya hu de penti no ye be ku so di omati Prince me say ye kamre bebre ya kamre bebre baby I be come why but I come really brave. Enyem won hwe Prince enyem won wa metigana enyem won come penish asa come kan samba be osa meka enyem won say abahe beto wi na NDC before say wi ni bi enyem won ba kokura Mr Prince enyem won kiti pay adwem mu se Ghana for e dey team no enyem won kiti me say e be ba ma abe nya say video e be say action movie no oh me say ebeba na yenti parliament ena ko NDC MPP4 edi no be tututum ena opposition titi to no pass no mali na eye atuma e operate right now omo yenti ti o ena Ghana fo yenti ti mo aye na ye so ekike kami yenti to no nyina e go through ena eye atuma ye yenti ti no edi na eche se eba no ye koto oba we se wie na ko fo fan we si no okay any means possible na any means possible na omudi hwemu a yen tanta hono ma yen ka so any mahama anya ade ne koko blame mahama ni NDC ye boko blame mahama mo se mahama se kan se wontimi ye be wini no ye be tanta hono enti de na ye nu hu se ye be tanta ho because ye ni mre no stage na wo se timi take one time decision say MPP NDC no what's your move free?
What do you want to check? Edentina, Peace Council, Christian Council, and maybe no Sapan, and the end to Moka was unknown say, Sissy and so be so, Sissy and his phone social says, one here, Brian Champ, or my question, you know, on the Eco Banty, and then the young entities, Uncle Funina, Nasadi, be body now, my candidate. Yeah, Sissy Peace Council, Christian Council, Islam, wine, let my vote go, yen to be a cassette, Sissy. It is a conversation obia say we are for no obian so candidates are omano chaos in edebe omani
oh Prince my men can't say much maybe can't say my me na yati say do be no maybe what's no be to say be say be to me sound if you say to be say be to me sound me na me catch you wo de yen hwe no me sisi owiase nya to be sia Obo no way too stand to the extent to say se bibi entimi twa form so bibi no bitima sisa na ye nyina nka hunu se per 8 years aban o matena so yi eni ne mo ma ye eni mo tuma form ho di bebrebe nyina mu no wo mu guso to no eguso wo ahoden nya o ahodim kasa se sentino be dia o mu winya aba no ase samba bisa etino prince me say wo de mo me entra won ye hwa ade Ghana for yenye ready say person yo yen person yenye nu ho me say ye do pass ye say person ya enye ye yenye nu ho press wo de mum enu nu ya ho asema maka yen twa enfanto papa twa sa side we pe fato ma me twa sa part we pe e fato papa me say wa me na makasa twa fato na yen hwa ade ye ti parliament ye ti Ghana na parliament and ye levy a momo dear percentage dear yampre and go free someone more position someone might be a pass here yet teams say we should yet and yen come what anybody don't know what kind of your car who argument I could do him for over proof to tell you say almost some by proof to tell you only proof yeah platform and as well a man and canon. Woman proof, or more proof from 8 years so much would have so many proofs. Where must you play a cartoon? Where must you play a cartoon? Must you play a cartoon? Almost 8, I was breaking the 8, two breaking the 8. No, Yanson and Shadi. Yenimre, Sanki and Yabria, you're supposed to be BBC. Me is supposed to be BBC. Say BBC, maybe an answer, say, baby, I'm more minor. Say BBC, I must have 2 party me and Musemi, and you move for 1 more. I want to idea moton. Ye be town me say, ye be kanfu now, ye be kanfu Mahama against a Kufodo because the Kufodo ba eno. Wa ba be ye enyoma nanka Mahama kran less. Mahama was doing worse. But Kufodo na mama na no ma bia akwa say ya die ni so be yes idea. Mama government was any better beer than the one mu ye. Oh ni do go ni me say e no na American. E no. Point I would say these are 2 parties we say free one. Near Hotoye, yes, you please, you a bit, sir, in Konya somewhere, and Konya American, you embassy a betty. 2 parties 16 years, no one yard give Pierre. Because you have say, Ebia, Mahomet, Mahomet, Mahomet 2 times. Mahomet 2 times. But this is the baby me in my life, maybe me doing the same. I was at 2 parties we say, kind of any brave coupe. Oh, when you're my NJ. And also, if you are serious, you take one-time decisions. So, what you to choir? Won't you not so to choir? We be find ways and means. About they said the TPR, even a bit of desert so you offense you so and Libya because what take decision say. Some children also free. It will be about fun. Do or die. And also say just go back of far. So when you know to know what we by a slow and if you didn't listen to the BBC, I don't want to have a tunnel. One no go politician or who can be. Obia can be near research system.
Okay, this is my you Alex will find out ways.
Oh, my entity form of the
Bombardé.
You can say that I'm just say Auntie.
Na no na abu no kasa.
This is a good yeah. More find out ways there.
Yeah, Bombardé. I na mo ka Mahama ne campaign message na so for. You be launch campaign on 24th of this month.
August. Kakra ba no na ye ka say or say first year for no since you say be cost 3 million na me say me for so. Ye me economy ye
and also I know manifesto no there a NDC youth wing and a choir or manifesto and no mono de a hono bab. Eti ekaho na explanation Bombardé o de team we be say asem na me kire tobo pa mesro ade no say NDC for say so mobile power sa allowance no a ye gine wo ye friend is saying ye gine wo nursing trainee any teachers trainee no obetwam obese sana ye no loan scheme Now, so any low scheme sa allowance no or the bema first year student are all be ratishly. If you say so batishly we hear loan, sa loan or see a chance and the amount. Be all cry first year no wunya ntia masa first year students no mo hotiro mo ntina man so be so mo asane sa year.
So or say or can say loan or training the name or can say a
or say on cancellation there.
David say even so the or cancel alawana a good name was also say alawas ka usa the comma in it is a equation a 1 minus 1.
No yeah 1 minus 1.
One that the oji loan ko ji loan cause a tesha also ji loan. Now the comma first year for Ghana student
Bombardier baby a John Mahama gina kan sa asem we no o kan sem bi wo honti wa wo tie sa asem ya wo de kan sem ye ze wo te de o kan kan wo say 1 year e wo Jubilee House on kwa wo mo budget ni 2 billion na ye 3.5 na IMF 4 na ama o mo ate so enti so no ba Jubilee House no what that 2 billion no e hogwa betima finance sa 300 million na wo kan no e wo
say o ko 2 billion say o ko twa budget ama Jubilee House says can do kwa say bim.
No, such canon says say, hey, now government policy, nti sa buying banner so say, say free senior high school, junior secondary school, other secondary school for moon years you no university for also no, and now all kind of constitution must say your constitution no cross and say in the nearest future, no, as I say, you implementing free tertiary education. So it is a bonus for they started from first year student this time, a progressive. Sano kind of one.
As I can say, or say tertiary for no, ya TBBF Ghana loan scheme or some koji loan. So who koji loan. Na so koji loan there. First year no so koji loan. Second year no koji loan.
Or say omo loan. Or say omo first year loan. Student no ba school na okwase loan no ase a loan no process no etimi chairman student
no be efficient no na abikan wasem so you say slower mandi papa not one in the faster you say efficient
no there no for me no
you are not ready to make the student loan no efficient and yes
na bombardier sa aban say na sa aban so ode na sa aban so ode or the first year student almost e chow mu free a eden problem boni wo mana
boni wo
ne boni ne say
the boni ne say enye sustainable ye this can ye kwesa ade no
wo bombardier wo hobi wo no o say aban 2022 akofo ado akwantu nkwa na e cost 60 something billion Ghana cedi and it don't Ghana o say that wastage na e war system no say ye ka say ye hwe ni ya ye betimi finance those things na bra say obi say ye nyina ye sika no ye Ghana sika enti no so bana say so no ba ban mu na Ghana car kofo ado aposo wodan ho no John Mahama sha say service na the same time otimi tua sa na mai we nyina ye bone ne say ye problem ana na bo so bana say bia
ye big government eno ni problem no ye kwese ye
oba for system minister instead of
no so oba allowance can dey come first na only first year teshe unu wo mdodo
Bombardier.
University of Ghana produce by 50,000. Take produce by 30,000.
Bombardier. Mami ya wa sem kakra because o time no so because ababy say question be dan person me yi na no kakra bi because of ababy say me question be say maka say Ghana dey nye na go for ado kra dey aban dey kra say bibia abi no kra pa dey woman no ono dey amamo be no obu ameka say Ghana dey na me pese
na aya dey
into o mo ya because me tell say udeti asama na me kan o ho bia that time now I was saying something better me tell say mo say the bia ma say ma mo kan say NDC NPP na say Ghana NDC omo aso na wo ho a nipa ne di omo ati koba omo na ye to mo enti yam best out of those
electric no indictment say you know electric for omo ye sheep
yeah yam best out of those now And I'm some piece of questions. Don't say, Mosu Crampon and Debia, be crowd, yes, is a crowd and cocran a beba. And I say, oh, dear, crowd on Kobe replace John Mahama and Uncle Fuado. And I say, but me had the idea. I just all crowd.
No, be right, say, or no, bit media, dear, a crowd and co or a ganny, or Jaco, say backbone and
Bombarded, Obia Juma, Bombarded, or there could be a Jumagan and a folk crowd and Koya managing director.
And yeah, you never can say Ghana constitution, no, yeah, in this community, Obia Cofanes, Obit Maya, and Castle against me, you know,
another no credit, but the Empire say, there be better material in say, a we are see win a woman, say a banner say governance, Abe Uohui, baby away Jumafa, and Yama winning we are say, and you travel one place, there be our criticism. In fact, sometimes one Ukrata drew a by. You need to write so many articles to the government of Ghana. Now, there be also by to say me, no. Me to me pressure in common was a me baba yeshe because mom is a minister mint me. But who are be over to my it won't so face these people. But what the end say the Biana or me and I say Ghana almost and also the partner who play with her. So
okay, let's first quickly.
You know, the better material say a free your friend is in Bombardier, a free 24 for no. NDC the manifesto no baba kwasi say Okada ni na da
so Martin one men na make sisi kran ho
explanation no baba on the 24th and now better as ye do there now Bombardier quick one Bombardier mama 1 minute mama 1 minute
Bombardier dos mama nko na kwabna okohwe eyi
kwabna no a obekasa no kra na mpese me ka asem kire no Bombardier
manempo nko odi
Bombardier enkaminyo
Order Mamina West, out of Maswa, Yamia Mochina.
Overquame, Ochina, elective, Yabana, Quabrampo, Cacra, so on Casadiana, Yeveco tend to go as well. And this way, Quabana.
Oh, your prince, Mensa Dancasa, Assemba Copena Mebusa. Almost a branch champion, a coca, Samba Cumino. You bet may catch the BB request a sense for no more cano. Someone yet. A year, idiots, Siku fans are home. Cover video no me numera. Say Brian can't wait or the video the one. And a video two soon. Farm resto, Udia 24 platforms on Mamma to Nina. Say, yet, previous as some of kind will be a good so the Casa Semana. Near see a Ghana for near penocracy piece. Saquano could also Besha, or pay or a piece and also Yatin is a democratic. 1 month for because almost demonstration of your mom if you courses are second and in continue as almost clean up. Me say me ma kind that catch no owo ahene de atoso o hia me no ya adwen say kro bi on ma ne ma bi ansi a bibi ntimi nsesa enti o mo face o mo de o mo war drums a o me say o mo no o mo mra na say Rwanda na yi agimifo ne nkwasiafo ne nyina fi o man nim no o man ne ko nanim enti say MPP fo nkwasiafo ene NDC fo agimifo nkwasiafo yi o mo nyina fi o man nim a o man ne be ko nanim enti o mo piti war drums no mra na so pam wo hufo a wo to ne be ma
wate ni nyina ti se omuko na ye hu beto ya omu beto ya da se pi
aha nti no ano no
yo offer episode watch me more 2 minutes kwame
asemo hia ne se se wo mo se virus bia breaki up and down Africa affect about 6 countries. It is a say, you be war Africans in Panye against
virus bear.
Yes, your friend is a black monkey you virus who's eating you and in a monkey.
Black monkey.
This is an occasional project net that was here by exterminate black people. No, another one up. COVID.
We are anti-vaccine as a day.
Minua maminka bibincho munu baby wi asenam no munya ntiasio munya ntiasio
this college is muses need diphtheria
kwasi si wonya oso woni ne wife nyina enya eyi bi na maminka ncho hwe unim se omo ewo ye no omo ne nya ne kese
why ne nya ne kese Opa kwam odi emre no china ye be cheche vaccine is ano me nyina mu Say you come back since you can say vaccinate just one.
Yes, yeah, Fro say, oh, super immunity. And the one twice on Namu, Namu,
the organic now, right? Oh, yeah, yeah.
Natural immunity.
You
and no.
Hana yedi moment makers remwa hada yedi economy ni asa bibi aba turning to God's word of kwa mi hia wo ene yebeka empire bo ho asem prayer empire bo
babo nyejuma
ba so betima che de uti ase from empire ye invite obi a ene etie for mo wiase afene nyina wonti hana yedi adwumadi ebisi odonko a yebecheche ya dwen se Nyakopon so amaye nimdeɛ sɛ yɛn ntimi Bible asɛm Ghana ho don't ne yɛ saa deɛ no nti yɛbɛkyia Shalom Ukraine Uruguay na o ne be dia dada ɛyɛ minua pani Kwabena agreement o Hamburg German Bruno so ɛne Ohima Mendy so Facebook so bɔ adwuma nti yɛbɛda mu nyinaa sɛ chairman yɛkyia ɛne nkora no ofie no nyinaa nti aha yɛde dwumadi bɛsie about 3 p.m. America pepepe ti bibi misane no be so na yɛsua Nyankopɔn asɛm at least 2 hours nti obiara mbra hɔ obiara emba ba
Mama de dro ho abomode na flash me why
yo me flash you
bomba ene ma be tenya mi asɛm nti no ya mo ne yemra na yesi virus bi asɛ unity o ene meki Ghana na ya unyango yesi virus bi atwinity afi bia beso a virus atwinity afi bia ye beto aba for last 2020 virus this year so go to about virus
but Agwezi,
yeah
which people discovered the virus?
I know you go
Exactly. So